Hello, everybody. Welcome to It's a Long Story, a thrice weekly campaign. Don't put your hand down. We didn't do that part yet, Matt. You're ruining it. A thrice weekly campaign set in the beautiful, wonderful world of Imea. We are here with our lovely people, our Tuesday group, the New Moon. Everybody, take a look at the camera, raise your hand, and wave and say hi.
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 That was lovely.
Oh, and now you're late.
We follow directions.
Yeah,
I said
that
hi
was pretty
twice.
good. That's pretty good. We're getting there. Cool. So we are joining the New Moon in a very interesting, like new area. Something very exciting. I think it's gonna be a very cool. I'm very excited for tonight's session. I'm always excited, but I'm especially excited. Cool. Before we get into it, just a couple announcements up top. Just a actually, sorry, one second. Not do a million things at once. Okay. So first things first. For those who have or have not seen the Candela Obscura playtest we did a few weeks ago, we just finished up a few weeks ago. That was we called that Shadows of the North Shore. So it was a homebrew setting that I had made for the new Candela Obscura game, set in the Edwardian era, 1900s, Massachusetts, specifically around Salem, Massachusetts. So if you're into the cosmic horror type of stuff and you want to check that out as a watcher, please feel free to do so. It's on our YouTube page. But also, if you're interested in joining, we are actually looking for players for an upcoming campaign for Shadows of the North Shore, a Candela Obscura homebrew setting. So if you're interested in possibly joining that, I will leave a hyperlink in the chat for you to be able to check out. Feel free to message me in the chat if you have any questions. And that would be on startplaying.com or startplaying.games. On top of that, we also, because 3 is a great number, but 4 is an even greater number, we are looking to add a 4th campaign to our journey through Imea, going specifically south of South Imaea, in a place that is for right now called the Isles. So if you're interested in joining in a campaign that is set in the same world at the same time as these other folks, I will also leave a hyperlink for that as well. Plan on that is to be very very nautical themed. I mean, you're having a bunch of different islands that you're going through, as well as like a multiple sort of tropical type settings. So if you are interested in that, I will leave a comment for that. And then the last thing I'm going to mention,
Speaking of cosmic horror,
and the beautiful gory craziness that comes with it, we in a couple days it's Halloween, because Halloween is the entire month of October in this household.
Just October?
Just yeah, well, yeah, not in this case, but yes. It depends. It's a constant fight. But anyways, the October for us, we're celebrating Halloween as early as we possibly can by adding in a drop in, drop out mini campaign, specifically using a new system that has just been built out, a new addition to 5e. That has just been built in. That is called Steinhardt's Guide to the Eldritch Hunt. So it's been actually gaining a lot of traction recently. So hopefully some of you guys, if you're D&D players, have checked that out. But it is D&D on steroids. Chris, what are you pointing at?
Matt, because he's doing it.
Oh yeah. We have a couple other people that are already gonna be jumping in and involved on that. So if you're interested in playing with some of the people here, as well as diving into some heavy, somewhat overpowered classes. There's new subclasses, new races, new monsters, new spells, new feats. If you're into the like Bloodborne, Dark Souls-esque type of setting, it is going to be really
That.
cool. We're really excited to really excited to get this underway. So so if you're interested in that, I will add that in there. And again, this is a drop-in, drop-out campaign. So if it's something where you want to play every single day that's there, you could do that. Or well, you'd have to pick Saturdays or Sundays. Or if you wanted to just jump in for a one shot or maybe two, or three or whatever, you can do that as well. The only limit is that there is only 6 people. So if you are not sure if you're going to be able to participate, I would say take a look at it now. Try to jump in on try to kind of get one of them down, because I assume that most likely once this starts going, it'll fill up pretty quickly. So, all right, I believe that is it for all the announcements. Again, I will leave all those links here as we are having the recap being set. But let's see, am I forgetting anything? Anything else I'm missing, guys? I don't think so. So, as we are diving into our stuff for tonight, Brandon, if you could please give us the recap of where we left off so far with the new moon.
So it all started. No.
Okay.
It was a dark and
long
stormy
time.
night.
We'll be here forever. No. Okay, so last session we started off by making our way to the wall that borders in South Imaea. During that time, Ianthe was able to prestidigitation a note that Aaron had from what's her name, Grancelli, to make it seem as official as possible to give us some border papers to cross into South Imaea. We were able to pass with almost flying colors, except Titian got pulled out because obviously a Leonin at the border of continent we're supposed to be at war with got kind of pulled out of line, where Titian turned on his countrymen. That's so dramatic. But he did say,
just real quick. I'm gonna correct you. It has actually very little to do with the fact that he was a Leonin. It was the idea that he tried to use a different name and got caught.
Oh, that's very true.
That was the issue.
But
please,
it's really potato at this point. I mean,
it all just was suspicious.
It was suspicious for sure.
It was all just suspicious. But he was able to make a new friend with the South Imaean army, is the word I'm looking for. And I say that in a very loose term, as he gave information on the roar to kind of like barter his way through. We were able to make it to the town of Griften very late into the night, where everybody kind of wound up having fun at this bar. Ianthe sang, Titian flirted with the keep, and even Aaron had a moment of their own. They promptly turned down and went back to the table. But very excited for what to come today, since we all don't know that Titian is harboring a secret, and that is the fact that he has kind of sort of just turned on his own people, and is moving about South Imaea, in our version a very friendly way. In his version, he is very much using military connections. And then someone might be hung.
I don't know where you were going with that, Brent. Sort of, yeah. Just for the record, I gotta clarify here. He's only talked to one person in the army of South Imaea. He has very little connections down here. But Captain Darrington, yes, was the.
But he did give us a paper too that would let us gave him a paper to help get us into the tavern where we're sleeping and all that fun stuff. Tell us where to go. Yeah.
I'll also say Titian did not like just turn on the roar. Like the roar's bad, and like he's not been associated with them for a few years. So it's like, he's like enemy of my enemy, my friend.
Mhm.
Just try not to get my character labeled as a snitch. That's the main thing.
I know.
Because I heard those.
I mean, it's hard when
heard-
you snitch on the people to not be labeled as a snitch. But
I've just heard that snitches get stitches, and I don't know what I don't want the fantasy equivalent of that.
Right. Titian's conflicted, but that's what we established last week with that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Was that it?
yeah, I mean that's all we really did, unless someone else
There was a
wants to.
pretty significant thing that happened at the very end.
We happened upon, so as the dean was walking outside, he went to a watering hole and happened upon hearing weird, creepy laughing and banging of hammers. He quickly noped out, but the DM camera swooped in and happened to show just a glimpse behind for the players the image of gallows being newly constructed.
Yes.
Mentioned that there may or may not be a hanging. We're going to find out.
My character also pooped their pants last session.
Oh, that's right. He did
That is also something that happened.
shit
Yeah.
his pants. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
And
we
he
don't
didn't
know,
change.
No.
and we
Yeah.
don't know about the letter. That's the other thing I remember.
Correct.
Correct.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So jumping into that, Clinton already jumped. Thank you, Clinton. Clinton already just jumped in and just said, "Snitch." That's it. Simple statement.
Simple. Obviously, he's talking about the golden snitch from Harry Potter, by
That's
that
obviously what it is.
written by that hateful person. Yes.
Written by.
Yeah.
Anyways, cool. So jumping into tonight, we're gonna actually start out our session here in Griften in the next morning. So you guys are all waking to the sounds of distant birds chirping. I'd say you hear some sounds of basically people laugh, like laughter. You hear wagons kind of moving in and out, dogs barking. As you all are waking up, we're gonna go from.
I'm trying to
one
wake
to
up.
the
I'm
other.
trying to wake up
Oh,
before.
let me
Brian.
set the scene, Chris. Let me finish that first. Thank you. So as we're moving from room to room, I love it. As we're moving from room to room, we're going to start at a kind of zooming in from the corner of we'll say the second room, so the middle room. We see a sleeping Grian, and we see a small little goblin, possibly. I'll say in the beginning of this scene, just kind of like looking, kind of peeping out the window at the. Because remember, you're on the second floor, so just kind of like looking around at the town as you start your day. What would Bixby like to do?
I'm trying to find Grian's packed weapon, and it may disappear,
Okay.
but I don't know how that works.
Sure. All right. Yeah, it totally disappears. So I'm going to say that you're possibly. I'm going to say this. Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
I will point out that Grian is probably sleeping on the dog. So it's
Okay.
like him and the dog curled up together. So
Love
I'll just be careful where you go.
Yeah.
27.
27. Okay, cool. The 27. You're looking around, like trying to get an idea of like where. We'll say, what did we? Was it a Kopesh that we saw?
This is what interests Bixeldan. It started as a Kopesh, then it went to Claws,
Right.
and he wants to know how that happened. That's why he's looking for it.
Cool. I'll say, looking at like how Grian is resting on Donzig, our Cerberus dog, who seems to be getting bigger every day, by the way. You don't see necessarily an area on where he would be able to keep it on his person. If you wanted to investigate further, it'd be a sleight of hand check.
I gotta do it.
Okay, cool, awesome. I'm gonna roll, and then Green, I also need you to roll we'll call it a perception check.
I just feel like, would it be funny if Green's in his boxers and Bix is just like, where is it? It's just clearly not on him.
And I am
Depends on what you
flashing genius to myself.
Okay.
Is that a pitch? Are you happy to see me?
All right, what'd you guys roll?
16.
16. Green.
What am I adding to it? Sorry.
That's perception.
It's not gonna beat it. It's like a 7.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say this. So you said it was a 7?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I rolled a 2.
I'm gonna force something here in the idea that you're looking around. We'll say at first, we'll say if Grian's sleeping in his boxers, then it's pretty clear that the weapon's not going to be on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think what most likely Bixeldan does is turns to where your armor is being kept and looking through that. So knapsack, all that stuff. Bixeldan, the first thing you notice is an interesting looking
Spyglass.
spyglass. Yeah.
If I can get that pulled away from him, and get a little clear. Oh, I didn't prepare it. Dang
It's
it.
not on him. It's
Okay.
by wherever his armor is. If he's not wearing his stuff right now, it'd be.
I'm not I'm not wanting to steal it. I'm just wanting to check it out. So I thought I had.
I mean, do what you want. It's useless now. I'm just saying.
I thought I had identify prepared, and I don't. So I'm just gonna investigate it, and I'm not trying to break it. I'm not trying to take it apart. Maybe
Cool.
seeing unless something's loose and I can turn it and open it or something.
You got it. I'm going to say, to be able to move this scene forward to the next room, before we can say what you see, Titian, I need 2 rolls. I need a Constitution saving throw, and then I need a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh my god.
Okay. Constitution saving throw is a gotta love paladins 26.
Okay, cool.
All right, and then what was the next one, Joe?
Perception check with disadvantage.
I wonder why it's a disadvantage. All right, first one is a perception check is a dirty 20.
I'm gonna rob you.
Dirty 20 because I just rolled a nat 20.
Okay, cool. With a dirty 20, Bixeldan, what you do see is that as you're looking through the telescope, I think you probably pointed outside, and for the most part, in your initial sort of viewing, you're looking at it from outside, and you see it looks like a spyglass. Excuse me, a spyglass. It looks like a normal spyglass. You're seeing everything kind of just zoomed in close. You see people, whatever. And we'll say as you're just about to kind of like put it back, you happen to just kind of move towards the wall to your right. And notice that the wall itself, you can see the wooden separation of that wall. You see the wood grain, and then you can see also through it. So as you look through it, if someone can turn off that foam, please. But as you're looking through it, you see a Leonin figure as they're rising up from their bed, alone.
Oh no!
And we're gonna move to Titian. So, moving from the telescope into that room, camera-wise, we are going to into this room as you're getting up from a interesting evening. We'll say, Titian, you're alone in this room. What are you doing?
I think Titian wakes up. He rubs his eyes a little bit, and He reaches over. Hi, good. Oh, all right.
So you look at the pillow that is
Yeah,
made of feathers and straw that seems to be empty beside you.
yeah. I think he just sort of looks at the empty spot for a second, and he just thinks back a little bit. All right, and then he'll slowly get up, probably still naked from the night before, and just start doing his morning stretches a little bit. Like this is something we established a while back ago, Amir, and he's just doing like his morning like stretches just to get the like blood pumping.
Then you hear a goblin scream.
You hear a muffled sort of like.
Oh no. Holy shit, what was that? Tishin just sort of like, oh, all right, well, shit, now it's pants time. And he sort of he just pulls his pants on. And I think he doesn't even put on his shirt. He just sort of like pants. I don't know yeah, he brings his sword, and I think he just like goes to see what the sound is, I guess.
All right, where are you going?
I think he's just going to go to his door. Well, can you describe the room a little bit, Joe? What does the room look like? Is Tishin in like a suite or?
Yeah, it's well, I wouldn't call it a suite. I would say, but there's furniture in here. It's enough for like nothing looks to be anything that's designed for like extended stay, more than like 2 or 3 days. So I'd say you see a king size bed. You see there's a dresser. A mirror on top of the dresser that is a very like simple sort of like square markings, a square frame. You see there is an end table. There's a window that is leading to the outside. That for you is actually has like an actual glass pane that you can open. So it's currently closed, and the shades were drawn. So not much else is in here. I would say the only other thing you would see is that there's probably a footlocker at the end of the bed for you to be able to put your things if you wanted to.
Okay. Actually, yeah. So I'll retcon that a little bit. I think Tishin will actually. He's just gonna be like, I mean, that could be a cat, that could be Donzig. It's fine. It's too early for that nonsense. That's fine. Tishian's still gonna put his pants on, but he's gonna walk over to the window and I think just sort of like open the blinds to get a look at the city of Griften. Hopefully.
Cool, awesome. As you open those blinds, you see the pane out there. So you see that glass pane that's kind of separating you. Do you open the pane?
Yep.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Just
And
as you open it, you're surprised by the amount of sound that kind of like comes into your ears in that moment, as you are hearing a very busy, bustling town. I'll say, actually, go ahead and give me a perception check for general knowledge.
Okay. Okay, I'll do a perception check. Okay, that one's not nearly as good. That's a 10.
10? Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So with a 10, and I'll take this moment to kind of give you guys the map.
And did you ever say what the initial perception check was for?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
So looking out into Griften itself, so you were coming from the area of the well, which I apologize, I meant to put labels on here, and then for some reason the program I used years ago got rid of all my assets, so we'll fix it. We'll figure it out. So the yellow thatched roof just to the north sort of side of that picture, so middle north. Looking out, you see there looks to be a rather large riverbank that you can see that there are like tiny little sort of like sailboats, and you see there's multiple docks. Some of the you actually see there's like individual docks for some of the houses that look to be fairly well made. One interesting thing for Tishian is everything here is mostly made out of wood, not a lot of stone structures. That I think is opposite of your experience with Hasamal. but a little bit nicer. Like I'd say significantly nicer than Mir. They look to be well constructed. And I'll say even with a 10, you see they look to be fairly new. You see a bridge that is kind of like has a very interesting sort of like looking archway across. You can see that there's actually just a very small uh, uh, wagon that is you can hear kind of rolling against uh, uh, each slat of the wooden floor of that bridge. Um, and then I would say most likely far no, not enough at 10. Yeah, I would say that's pretty much what you see.
Yeah. Tishkin will just like take a deep breath. A fresh town air, I guess. And then I think he'll turn around and just see if all of his things are there. Like he'll just sort of collect his belongings and make sure it's okay, since he had a guess that they've not been tampered with, and yeah,
You got it.
get ready for
So
the day.
as you collect your things and try to just make sure that everything is there, I will say go ahead and give me a quick investigation check, low DC. But we're going to move back to the room where we heard that scream. As Aaron, you were probably just in the throes of waking up, anyways. In this moment, you are the first one to be able to get to Bixeldan, who is holding the telescope, and you just heard
Oh,
him
from
scream.
the other room?
I assumed you were in the same room. Didn't you just
Oh
say
no,
that?
it
'Cause
was
you
Aaron
were
and
in the same
Ianthe.
room?
We're roomies.
Okay.
Yeah, Aaron and Ianthe, and then the three guys in one room.
All right. Okay, got it. Okay, cool. So we'll switch it over to Grian. You're fully awake, grabbing the spyglass from Bixeldan.
I would imagine that Greed was just like face down in the dog. It just went, just like got up and like walked over and like reached down to pick up the spyglass. Can I help you with this?
Well, I was just looking for your weapon that changes shape, and I just ran into that. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I just took a look at it.
Yeah, I mean, you could have just asked, and he'll just
You were
form
asleep.
it in his hand real quick.
How do you do that? How did you
Magic.
make it change from one thing to another change when we were in the woods? How did you do that?
I'm just sheer force of will, and magic.
Amazing. Is it made of anything unusual? Any different kind of metal?
Nope, it's just something I picked up along the way. Um, but
What do you
if
have in
you
your
have,
hands right now? What did you make appear?
I was like nothing. What? Yeah, it's just the Kopesh. That's it. Just the regular
Okay.
form.
So Bixeldan, do you touch it?
No. Okay,
Okay.
so there's not an unusual metal. So I'm going to pull out a dagger of mine and hand it to him and go, "Can you do it with this?"
Um, I think if I have take from like I think if I have enough time to do it,
How much time?
I could.
How much time?
I'd say
I think
Grian.
like
Eventually, you are gonna figure out that he's saying, "Can you do it for him?"
yeah, I know. I'm like just I think like an hour, but it really
Okay,
only
so
works
hour.
for me.
Can you teach me how to do it?
Uh, it. I mean, I could. It might take a little bit of time to figure that out for you, but I mean, I teach you eventually.
Amazing. So I'm going to take my dagger back because I don't have that kind of time, and I'm just going to start writing down what he's saying.
Cool.
I'm taking notes. Okay.
I will
I'm
say,
good.
just a point of reference to Grian. I would imagine too, if you end up putting this into your like repertoire of packed weapons of this, of building this into it, it would be very difficult to take it out of that system. Does that make sense? So I imagine they are connected to you in a way that they don't, because you can pull them at will.
Yeah,
folks
and I'm kind of
there's
leaving
a
the door
danger
open
of losing that dagger, to be able to give back to Bixadan.
And honestly, Bix could care less about the dagger. He just wanted to watch if he could do it to something else real quick.
Cool, love it.
Yeah, and I was like
There's
leaving it
nothing
open
special.
if Bix decides to take a level in Warlock, like we can do this, but
There's only two things I can't multi-class into: charisma-based stuff and barbarian. So,
as you guys are having this interaction, you hear Donzig kind of like raise one of the heads, kind of raises up and then blinks a couple times, looking around, and there's full on big like 1-year-old puppy level, like lets out a big yawn. A couple of the other heads kind of like pick up from that, look around, look at each other, and then you see him fully just turn over on his back and then just lay back down.
yeah, because as soon as the dog looked up, I would have bolted to the other side of the room. So,
Okay. Cool.
It's okay. I mean, I would love to say he wouldn't eat you, but I really honestly couldn't vouch for that at all.
the first time I became an acquaintance of that beast, he wanted to eat me.
I mean, fair. His mom tried to eat us, if that helps anything at all. I think he tried this too, but I wasn't really paying attention. But he's friendly when you get to know him, and you know he's a good boy and girl and them. It's a good creature. Don't worry. It'll be just right. Just give it a few days. I promise.
How were you able to acquire? I'm going to go off a limb and say I know what a Cerberus is. How are you able to acquire a Cerberus exactly? Those are not very common pets, at least where I am from.
I mean, it's a really long story, but if I were to just like cut it short a little bit, we were there when its mother died, and it was abandoned alone by itself, and there was no one else there to take care of it. So
Oh,
we
so
adopted it.
you became his adopted parent then.
I think we all kind of co-parent a little bit, but yeah.
Amazing. That is fascinating. Now keep writing stuff down.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll take this opportunity to kind of move away as we see Donzig kind of stretch out his paws, happening to like get it kind of like close to Grian's face on this side as you see the paw. Grian, I think you take this moment to kind of recognize the paw is getting close to being the full size of your face. When you feel like last night it was probably closer to like maybe 2/3. So you're recognizing it in this moment. So we'll say with that, as you're like looking at the paw as it's facing you and probably just kind of like pushes on your face, we flip over to the other room where we have Aaron and Ianthe. I'm gonna make a call here and say Adim is not here.
Is that
for you both? I would say I just imagine Aaron's up first. I mean,
There's no way Ianthe is awake before Aaron.
Yeah.
There's no way.
With all those drinks you had last night?
Not a chance. Even without the drinking, she's not getting up early.
Yep.
So
what's Aaron doing? We'll say in the probably full hour that you have to yourself in this room.
Noticing that Ianthe wasn't awake, Aaron would immediately try to go down and scrounge up some food because we all saw how much fun Ianthe had the night before, and just get it ready so that when she wakes up, there's some food, and just settle in and try and maybe meditate a little and just relax once I've got food set up and everything, and just wait for the day to come.
Okay. Well, cool. So just a small thing. So as you go downstairs, you see, you see Talora there on the at the bar, just kind of cleaning stuff up. But you can see that she's a little sleepy. And just... Oh, hello.
Good morning.
Morning. You sleep well?
I did, and yourself?
Can't complain. What can I get for you?
Well, I'm sure you saw my friends had quite a bit to drink last night. I was wondering if I could get some food together to greet them when they wake up, so that they don't feel so bad after.
Okay, gotcha. Little hair of the dog, got it. And goes back to Foley, because that's all you said. They're gonna
Yeah.
Foley goes back to go get like drinks, and just starts making
Food. I'm sorry. Like actual food, substance. I think drinks were good for now.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we got we have breakfast food. Let me go make sure the cook is awake in the kitchen. Hold on one second. He just walks out.
Thank you.
As they walk back, you see over on the like doing like a quick sort of scan of the tavern itself. You see there's no one here except for the same hooded figure you saw last night. Seemed to have fully fallen asleep on the table, pretty much at the other side of the bar.
Is that you all?
That's evil.
Or no?
Yeah.
Evil. All right. I'll walk over while she's in the back and just kind of nudge him and be like, "Are you okay?"
What?
Are you okay?
Yeah. Sorry, is it my turn?
Shouldn't you be at home, like, sleeping?
Blinks his eyes a couple more times, kind of looks around and goes, "Oh God, is it morning? What time is it? What time is it?"
I don't know. The sun is up.
Shit.
We're rising.
Grabs the quiver that he has like head on the chair and goes and just like sorry, I'm late. And runs out of the bar.
Bye then. Okay.
So Laura comes back. Okay, so we have bacon, and we have grits, and we definitely have more bacon.
I'll take it. Okay. Both.
All right. How much? For your whole,
do a healthy plate,
group, right? Your whole group. All right.
Yeah.
Did everybody drink? Well, I know not everybody drank last night, but did most of you guys drink last night?
I believe so.
Good. Everybody have a good time?
Yes, indeed. It's a wonderful town.
Yeah, it can be. Okay. All right. I'll let them know. It's going to be probably maybe 10 minutes.
Thank you.
For the sake of the possibility of roleplay, if there's anything else you want to ask to Laura, as the red tiefling goes through the kitchen doors, has a quick conversation, comes back out. Do you? Say you could say like, yeah, if you want to just like have it sent up to the room, or to the rooms, or or you could have a conversation. Either one.
I'll ask her if she can leave them at each door.
Sure, absolutely. You see, she's fully like just drinking a beer. Like, yeah, sure.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. And you head back upstairs. As you head back upstairs, Ianthe, I'd say you hear the door open to that wakes you up.
Yeah.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you feeling today?
I feel like I got run over by a cart. Ugh. I haven't had that much to drink in a long time. Is that coffee?
Sign of a good night. Coffee, I don't think they have. They might have some more beer.
Quick reference to this room for everybody. Just to like, there's probably a dresser, end table, and Foot Locker in each.
Great. Have you seen anybody else? Have you seen any of the lads?
Seems like everyone's still resting up.
That makes sense.
Aaron, you probably did hear a scream from the middle room. Now that I'm thinking of it,
That's not my business.
but then you. Nope. Yep. Never mind. I'm not gonna even. Yeah, that's great.
Nope. Grian's got it.
Yeah.
He can handle himself. So, what would you like to do today?
Well, I've never been this far south, so check out the town. I'd like to look into Elian.
I was going to ask, would you like to help me see if we can find some information about her?
Yes.
I don't know what everyone else's plans are, but that's what I'd like to accomplish. Great.
Don't know if we'll be here again, so might as well get as much as we can.
Yeah, I'm curious and concerned. Mostly curious.
Agreed. Mm-hmm.
Should we go wake up the others?
I will.
Ianthe is a wreck, by the way. Her hair is like a mess.
Just
she's got like pillow lines. Yeah, like pillow lines. Her makeup's all smudged.
It's the problem with having long, big hair. Like it's like in the morning, it's gotta look just everywhere.
It's chaos in the morning.
I mean, I did order us food. It will be delivered. I'm sure that will wake them all up when it comes. So just take your time and rest and recover and enjoy the morning. And then I'll go open like the windows and let the air in.
Okay. Let the
blinds
what
and
in?
all. The air?
Let the air in?
Oh my god.
But
Can the DM take psychic damage?
We're gonna actually end the session there. Thanks, guys, so much. This has been a great.
And on that note,
and on that note, cool. Flipping over to we'll flip over to Titian. Titian, as you were looking through your bag, your satchel, with a 17 investigation check. You see that you first off you have everything that's yours, and you find a little note. The note itself is actually it seems to be it might have like even like freaked you out at first. It looks like it was actually kind of folded up into a like paper crane. But you find it, you carefully unfold it, and you read a note that says, I had a great time last night. I make a point of telling anyone that I'm with that this was just a one-time thing. I hope it doesn't hurt your feelings. But either way, I'd rather not discuss it. You were great, to Laura.
I mean, she used the word great twice in one note. That's got to mean something. All right. Titian's just going to take that note, and I think he's not even going to try to replicate putting it back into the image of a crane or not. He's just going to fold it. And I think you just see him put it back in his satchel. Or his little side compartment that every D&D and fantasy character ever has. Since we also don't have a bag of holding in this party yet. I think Titian will slowly again he'll get his things. You'll see him sort of mosey about the room a little bit more, stretching his exploring his surroundings. He'll look in the drawers. I imagine he'll find the fantasy equivalent of the Gideon Bible and stuff like that.
There is a book that is in there that is written as it says The King and His Courts, a brief history of South Imaea. Actually, I'm going to say it's a brief history of Imaea.
How thick is the book?
It's Gideon Bible size.
Titian will take the book and he will hold on to it, and I think he will just make his way downstairs.
Okay, you got it. As you open the door, where do you put the book?
You know what? I think he fully intended to just read it during breakfast, so he's just kind of holding it in his hand.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Cool, awesome. All right, so you hold it in your hand as you exit the room. At that moment is right when Aaron, you're exiting the first room that you're in, because you were going to go talk to the others, right? Or you're going to try to wake up the others.
Oh no, I said sorry. When the food comes, I assume that the person like delivering the food will wake them up.
Gotcha.
Like knock on the door.
So until you don't see anybody when you come up.
So we're just crossing paths. All right. Must be first one up. It's hard to be this awesome. All right. All right. Well, just gonna. I think Tishian will. What's the order of rooms? Is it like Tishian, middle? Is like Tishian.
Yeah. So from left to right. Sorry, and I'll do it this way because that's going to make sense, I think, for you. So it's Aaron and Ianthe, Bixeldan and Grian, Tishian.
Okay, perfect. I think Tishian will walk up slowly to Bixeldan and Grian's room. Mm-hmm. And he'll just hit the door 3 times as hard as he can, and then
I dive under the bed.
He'll sprint downstairs.
You hear a chorus of barks from the 3 different heads. There. That was just. Yes, and I will say, just a point of order, it does sound like there's 3 dogs up there. Actually, I'll roll a perception check for Talora. Okay, cool. Yeah, but you run downstairs, and you see there's no one there except for Talora, who is now like looking confused and.
Yeah. All right. Oh, hey, good morning, Talora.
Good morning. How many dogs are upstairs?
Oh, it's just the one. It's just he's got some with some phlegm in his throat when he wakes up, so he just sort of has to work out of his system. It just like
roll a persuasion check.
Oh boy,
because she heard 3.
That's my computer. All right, sorry. All right, persuasion. Okay, persuasion check. I'll take that. This dice looks good. All right, persuasion. All right, that will be a 25.
Okay, cool. 25. Okay. Maybe I need to start drinking less. Yeah. Good morning.
Morning.
What can I get you, Mr. Leatherwood?
I appreciate it. I just wanted to have a morning beer, please, and maybe some food of some sort. Do you have bacon and grits?
We do actually. It's you're not the first person to come down here and ask for that. So yeah, it is on the grill. But as far as the beer, you see ours kind of there you go. Slides it over to you.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you so much. And yep. Thank you.
What?
And Tishian will do what?
You said and yep.
I just said and yep. That's all I'm
You see, at that point she understands and nods. All right, listen, you're not going to be weird, right? That's
No, I'm not. Okay. I'm not gonna be. Hey, you wrote a beautiful note. That was beautiful. And I'm not gonna make this weird at all.
It was beautifully short, right?
Oh.
It was concise and to the point. Yeah, no, 100%. I'm not making this weird. Why are you making this? Hey, I'm on the same page with you. It didn't. It was a great night, full of great stuff and great fun, and it was great and just absolutely great. And it's fine. That's it. That's all. It was great, and we just had a great time, and we could just move on to greatness in our own great way.
At this point, Elmer comes out with the tray of food.
Oh, great food.
What was? Yeah. All right. I was supposed to put this to the rooms. Are you no? Are you? And Solaris goes, it's fine. Just take what you want, Grant.
Oh, thanks. Titian will just get up, a plate of food, side of bacon, all the bacon. No,
I would say like this is a point of contention in pretty much every house that I've lived. The bacon ratio that people take is very important. How much bacon is Titian taking?
This is a tough one because on one hand I want to be the Ron Swanson of the group, but I know I'm the Andy Dwyer of the group.
Okay.
So I'm going to take 70% of the bacon.
I know what I'm about, son.
I know what I'm about, son. Okay, cool. Yeah, you take the bacon. It's Elmer's. All right, so do I need to bring the rest of the room? Yes, Elmer, can you just bring him to the rooms? Thanks. You see Elmer just kind of like move up and just kind of start to walk up the stairs.
Thanks, Elmer.
Tray.
Thank you. So what does one do in this town? What is there to
do? Let's see. So there's drinking. You guys already did that. Mm-hmm. We're supposed to have a hanging this afternoon. So there's that. If you're interested in that type of thing.
Hold on. You're having a hanging? You just said that so casually. Who's being hung?
No, I truly listen. If that's your thing, go for it. Like,
no, it's not. No, I just want to. Did y'all have a problem or something like that?
Yeah, you could say that. A couple months back, like fucking half the town almost blew up.
And this person almost blew up half the town?
I don't know.
Or the dead blow up half the town?
I don't know. You're gonna have to ask other people. I don't. In my opinion, there hasn't been much of a trial for. I don't want to talk about it. So there's a hanging, so you can go to that or not go to that. Sounds like you don't want to go to that, which is great. Makes you feel better about things. There is, there's the, it's called the Pilgrim's Market. Pilgrim's Market. Oh, man. So there's the Pilgrim's Market. We have just a bunch of traders that kind of come in and out. It's kind of like a everyday sort of flea market sort of thing. You can go to that. The Imaean River is really nice. You hang out over there. There's boats and ships and there's the Imaean Swamp, which I don't recommend.
Oh no. I don't think I'd really care to go to a swamp. No, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it's just like people say it's haunted. So.
Oh, I've dealt with ghosts before. They're real assholes. I don't want to deal with them. No. Okay. So I'm done
with ghosts before.
Oh yeah, I got like stabbed by a ghost one time, and then I went into like a hole and like got thrown in money lava one time. It was a whole thing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me an insight check, and then I'm going to move the scene forward.
Yep. Oh man, I keep rolling good. Okay, 22.
22. You see a glimmer of true interest in Talora's eyes when you said that. I'll say with a 22, you get the idea that Talora is very bored here. But it immediately gets pulled back in the idea of showing interest in the subject matter might look like it's showing interest to you. So that's what you get with a 22. That's really good. Pulling back. So she goes back to oh cool, sort of like persona.
All right. Yeah, we've been on the road for a good long while. Titian's gonna start just laying it on a little bit thicker and like sharing. Like he's gonna be really cautious not to share too much. Like he's gonna stick with the names of the group. He's gonna actually not say names if we can help it, but just share some like broad strokes of some of the stuff he's done. As I guess we're moving on, but I'm also happy to move on to the next thing.
Yeah. I think you just see from her just a general like a barkeeper level interest, like this is part of the job sort of thing. But she's trying very hard to pull back on that for sure. All right, cool. So then we're going to move on to Pixel Dan and Grian's room as they're dealing with the.
I feel like when the knock's at the door for the food and it's left there, the scene is just like Grian opens the door and he's like, so you see, if enough hatred and enough sadness and enough just emotion into what you want, it'll become this weapon that you just do and change what you need. And then he'll he's like reaching out the door saying all this. So like out of context.
Well, I would say also just a point of order. The Titian knocked on the door and Danzig lost his shit. So I think we kind of have to start there.
Yeah.
So you want to go backward then?
Yeah, that's the like
okay.
We got to figure out how that's going to resolve. Because to be honest with you, they're gonna hear another knock and he's gonna do it all over again.
I think I mean, sure, it's kind of just calming him down as much as possible, which doesn't really ever work in a dog that's barking at the door. But just try to be like, shh, it's okay.
And anytime there's knocking, I'm diving under the bed.
Cool. Awesome.
Well,
so we'll speed that forward to you diving into the bed again, barks again. So I'll say when you go to answer the door, there is a crazy chorus of barking. So unless you go to try to handle that situation before opening the door, that's what Elmer is going to hear and possibly see.
Yeah, no, he would try and get to get under control first.
Okay, cool. Roll me an animal handling and tell me how you're doing that.
Animal handling. Gotta roll good. I'm not handling it that well at all.
Cool. Love it.
The dog seems to, I think, just be a little bit bigger than he was prepared for and trying to calm three heads at once.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 4.
Okay, you got it.
It's a 3 plus a 1.
Okay.
So I think just being very poorly trying to manage the situation.
How are you doing that? Give me a.
I think literally just like, shh, it's okay, like trying to calm him down. Yeah.
You see him go quiet for a second.
I just be like, good dog, good quiet, and I'll feed him a ration that I have.
Okay. There's another knock.
I'll just keep feeding him as much as I can. I'll just yell, "Thank you very much. You can leave it at the door."
Okay. Cool. Please just leave it at the door. Awesome.
He gets very excited. Really easy.
That's a very good decision, Brandon. Good job. Cool. So Bixel Dan, who is just hanging out under the bed, I think at this point. But then you hear kind of a tray kind of like clatter a little bit to the ground on the outside of the door, as you're probably near to it. But yeah, I think you hear the sound of 3 sniffing noses under the bed. And then a pause.
Go away.
They're like, no, Danzig, no.
I am not food. I taste terrible.
At this point, Ianthe, you are exiting your room. You've heard the
Absolutely
crazy choir of barking as you kind of shut the door into the hallway area. What would you like to do?
I think yeah, I'll go up to the door and I think very lightly tap it before realizing, ooh, that's a bad idea. Like very lightly knocking.
Yep. One more time you hear.
I think you'll just hear Green on the other side, like, I swear to fucking Palo.
And I'll like peek in. Hello. It's just me. Okay.
You open the door and peek in, and you feel the door get wrenched open from Danzig, who is just
No.
pulls it out and just immediately goes and
No. Stay inside. Stay inside. Stay in. Hi. Yes. Good morning.
Goes but between your legs and the dress, and immediately just starts eating
Excuse
whatever
me?
is on the tray. That's below you. Just
no.
I'm fine. I just need to work on his manners
gone.
a little bit.
The food is gone.
Damn.
Roll a nat 20 on that. He eats it all up.
Oh, I barely even blinked, and it was gone.
Sniffs you again, and you see
I don't have anything
just
more.
a tiny, just like a single like lazy wag of the tail. Just backs
Try
up
to
a little bit.
scritch. Try to scritch like under the chin a little bit of one of them. Yeah.
You feel like you can enter.
Thanks. How's it going?
I was fine up until the mask banged on the door and walked away. And
Sorry, that was
I swear to God, I don't know how long we're gonna last down here before we get caught.
I wonder if there's like a do not disturb sign that we could hang on the doorknob or something.
I haven't checked the nightstand yet, and I'll walk over and open the drawers to see if I can find anything.
Ianthe, I would also like a perception check.
Okay.
Grian, you did not find any like do not disturb sign on the door in the nightstand.
We can always make one.
I mean, fuck it. And as he's like putting his clothes back on, because I would imagine that he's probably like half dressed at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll just like not put on one of his socks and like shove it on the doorknob.
That's not what I meant, but sure, if it works. I got a 19.
I hope so.
With a 19, as you see, we'll say it's a doorknob. Yeah, that's fair. It's kind of probably more of just like a latch sort of thing. But yeah, I will say at that, Ianthe, you do look over at where you knew Titian's room to be, and you do see a do not disturb sign like hanging, like written in rope, and just kind of like hanging on the door.
I'll just go grab it and put it on this one.
Cool. Love it. Aaron, you're also in the room, so feel free to like kind of come out. I'd say you can join them if you want.
Well, good morning, everybody. Where is everybody else?
Vix, come out. Oh, okay.
Shut the door first.
Fair enough. I'll shut the door.
Then I'll come out.
Okay. Danzig's still in the room. So as you come out,
Good.
you immediately get I'm gonna say actually, what's your AC?
I think if I would have woke up, I would have put my armor on because it's comfortable for me.
Absolutely, I agree with
19.
that. Okay, cool. With a 19, you don't take any damage, but you are shoved up against the bed frame, just by the force of like one of the faces who's like smelling you from your feet, as the main like Danzig head is sniffing right around your face and then your neck.
My hand starts sparking a little bit.
Okay, you got
Like, hey,
No.
Danzig, down.
pulls back.
Bixeldan, down.
That was
He
an
start-
animal handling. It's
He
dirty
started
toy.
it. He started it.
You don't need to continue it. You can stop it.
He's bigger than me.
I mean, you know, and at the point, if you make friends with him, you could probably ride him and just.
I
Not
can make
here,
friends with him,
obviously.
but he attacks me every time I see him.
The scene cuts to
We've all been there.
Danzig, who is just licking his chops right now, staring at Bixeldan. It's getting the rest of the bacon grease off of his mouth, but for Bixeldan, it's clearly like
Yeah, exactly.
It's 15% bacon. I think it would be really great. I mean, I don't know what you guys have planned today, but I think I'm going to try and do a little bit of shopping, find him some food. Bix, if there's anything that you need, I can find it for you.
I would like to leave somewhat, but I have to be very strategic when I leave. I can't leave all the time, but there are some things I would like to see.
If I turned him into a regular dog, could Grian, do you think you could take him for a walk too? We can't leave him cooped up all day.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that too. We could do in the morning or something. I could do it now before we go.
Sure. I can turn him into a regular dog twice per day, but it is really exhausting. Which is to say, it taps me out big time.
I mean,
we could wait till the end of the day to see if you need more.
Sure.
Is anyone out in the hallway? You guys said you closed the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like all of us are in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's probably a
I
little
think
cramped.
we're all in there, yeah.
We're all piled in.
I think there's a part of you that might find it funny that there was a do not disturb sign on Titian's room where you assume Adim slept.
I know why it was.
Adim's not with
Oh,
you
that's
guys.
right.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen Titian or Adim this morning?
No.
But I saw Adim go upstairs with Talora, didn't I?
No, you saw
Or
Titian go
Titian.
upstairs to Laura.
Yeah, Titian. Whoever went with her.
Titian.
Whoever that was.
Hey,
Whichever.
viewer. Titian.
Guy.
It was Titian. Okay, so we just don't know necessarily where Adim is.
Well, you do.
Has anyone seen either of
like
them?
you don't like unless Titian's in his room. You guys still don't know exactly where Titian is right now.
Right.
True. I mean, I assume they're sleeping in.
Yeah.
I bet he is sleeping in.
Did they share a room, or you know, was Dean with you guys at all?
I don't know. I don't know where Adim slept last night, but I know that Titian shared his room with someone.
And I thought Adim was with you.
Maybe we could go find him after we're doing stuff.
It's probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think
just...
we checked. That's probably the easiest place to find him.
Yeah, if anyone wants to add it to their list of errands for the day, we should find Titian too. I'm gonna send a message to Titian.
Okay. I'm gonna say as a DM, eventually I do need to get you guys out of this bar.
I know.
So you could also just go
Trying.
down to him.
All right, fine, we'll do that.
Gonna live in
I'm
this
here
bar.
for the role play, but so far you guys have woken up.
Yeah. I'm not a morning person, and Ianthe isn't either.
Preach. I agree.
You gotta give us a minute. You gotta give us a minute.
So you guys,
Okay,
are you?
so
Yeah. Go ahead.
Aaron and I are going to see if we can find some information about our friend that we met outside Ariskal, the young woman with the bones. Green, you said you're going to go shopping. Bixeldan, did you have a plan for the day, or are you going to stay in here today? I know
I want to see
you're
the
a bit
books.
limited as to.
I want to see the books, and I want to see the boats, and I want to see if they're just by chances any more like me walking around.
I guess it
Do
depends
you
on
have
how
a way
long we
to
want to stay
do
for.
that safely? I mean, I know you could get in the city safely, but how long does that last? I don't think it lasts longer than.
I could do it a
You
total
know
of
what?
7. I could do it a total 7 times during the day. However, I would be also very much tapped out if that were the case.
That's fair enough. Well, okay. So you're going to check out books and boats.
Yes.
Green is going shopping. Aaron and I are doing a manhunt. Maybe we'll send Titian to go find a dean.
Based on this color of his skin and his behavior, I would bet that Adim is near the boats.
I think that sounds correct. Do you want to look for him?
I would be happy to look for him.
Great. Look for the boats, look for a dean.
Boats Adim. Can do it.
Okay, step 1, we go find Titian. Step 2, we disperse.
Sounds
Don't
good.
say we'll be back later to take you for a walk.
So you're gonna keep him up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the do not disturb sign on the door.
Cool.
Does anybody have a way to like magically lock or know if someone comes near the door? Do I have a thing that I can do?
Nope.
Okay, well, I'll just hope for the best. Maybe. No.
Given another day, I could lock the door. I can't do it today.
Not today. We'll just hope for the best today. I mean, the door locks and we've got the do not disturb sign, so hopefully that keeps people away. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Here's hoping.
It'll be fine. All right.
I just
Let's
imagine
go find Titian.
that if I would be in trouble if I were seen, I can't imagine what would happen if they catch the dog.
I think worst case scenario, we just can't stay here tonight, but it's not ideal. But we'll just leave.
I mean, we'll be back as fast as we can.
Right.
Let's go.
Maybe we try to regroup in Bix. What time is it?
It's 7:33.
God, I've never been up this early before. Maybe we try to regroup around midday. Meet back here and regroup. Check in on things.
Perfect.
That sounds like a reasonable plan.
Great.
So I'll lead the charge downstairs then.
Okay.
Let's go.
So as you exit the room, as far as you guys know, Titian is still in his room, right? So we'll say, just for the sake of time and brevity here, someone knocks on the door of Titian's room right when we hear Titian just maybe like nervous laughter or something downstairs from Titian. So you recognize that Titian must be downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys come downstairs. You see Talora holding up a full pint and just listening to Titian talk about everything that you guys have done.
Mhm.
I'm a gnome again.
I think you just walk in on Titian using a piece of bacon as though it was a sword and talking about fighting a knoll.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Noel, how big was it?
I mean, it was easily 15 feet tall, snarling, 2 sets of teeth, and I
sees Aaron as you're explaining this on the way down, just mouthing, "Help."
Good morning.
Oh, hey.
Good morning.
Oh, hey, good morning.
Is
you
he
two.
keeping you busy?
Still.
Oh God. Okay. Yep. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Did you guys enjoy your breakfast? It's quick.
It was delicious.
We were
Thank
very
you.
hungry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Titian, we had some plans for today. We wanted to speak with you about them.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Don't take him away.
Delora, I'm so sorry. I'll come back later and tell you all about the gnolls, the army of gnolls that I fought off with
Okay.
just a dagger.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right.
She takes this opportunity to just go back into the kitchen. She's not there.
Hey, all right, Ariane. How's it going?
It's good.
What? I'm just here. What's going on? Okay, y'all. I was gonna go check out the town. Um, I don't want y'all to feel concerned. I did hear about a thing happening though today. There seems to be some fishy stuff happening in town.
Okay.
Like
Um,
like a boating thing, or
you kind of like a boating thing. Except it's someone getting hanged in
How
town.
is that like a boating thing?
Oh.
They both deal with ropes, I guess. I don't know.
That's a strange
I,
analogy.
I
I
was
mean,
just
do we know who and for what?
only Talora seemed a little cagey about it. Wouldn't really tell me much about it, but she did let out that it seems like it was kind of a messed up legal situation. That it was sort of a trial. That she didn't seem like justice is really being. She didn't really want to talk about it. She seemed kind of let out that it didn't seem like it was right. So I don't know. I was gonna kind of ask around a little bit about that. Maybe poke around the shops and see if I can get a little bit of dirt as well at the same time.
Not to concern anyone too much, but we are missing someone, and there's a hanging happening today. I hope nothing happened.
Oh,
Thanks for putting that in our head, Jesus.
I would say I think Adim. No, I think this is something that was happening way before us. She said it was something to do with explosives or something like that. So I don't think it's Adim.
On that note, we are still missing Adim.
Oh, is he not with y'all?
No, that's
we
what
thought
we
he
were
was
gonna.
with you.
Yeah.
Why would he be with me? No, he's not. He was not with me. I was just by myself last night all night, doing great things. But I think maybe we'll just keep an eye out for him. I bet you he's just getting some quality alone time. He's been a little distant lately. Maybe he just needs some time to recharge his batteries.
I mean, I was gonna go to the shops today. We were thinking about things that we were gonna do, and maybe if you had some free time to go, maybe I think Vix is gonna go find a team, right?
I will attempt to find Adim.
Well, I think why doesn't Fezwig join us? Maybe we can find him a nice mask to wear for his skin condition, and then we can also keep an eye out for a Deem at the same time. That's just an idea I had.
That sounds like a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am just silently staring at you at this point.
Hold on. By the way, we need to. Can we retcon and say that we were saying Albar the whole time we've been saying a Deem, because we need to be using
I'll
fake.
Yeah.
allow it.
I was
allow
pretty
it.
sure we were alone because like she walked back to the kitchen, so it was like just us.
Yeah, she walked
Yeah.
back to the kitchen.
First
I don't
rule
want
of
a chance
D&D:
anybody like overhearing us.
you're always, when the DM's rolling, you know there's perception checks happening. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'll allow it.
All right.
Okay.
That's just us being dumb.
All right. Well, maybe we should.
I told you guys I'd give you one, but I'll give you another one today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, all right. So just to confirm before we head out, we're splitting the party. Is that what we're doing?
You know it.
Yeah.
Eric,
Yeah.
Last time that
Eric-
happened, it
Today,
worked
what
perfectly.
could go wrong?
hold on. So it's
You know
Ariane
it.
and Aaron, and then maybe Fizban, Elric, and Grant.
Yes.
Sounds
That's
good.
acceptable. That is acceptable.
All right.
With the agreement that we are going to meet back here at midday to check in, check on the dog, the
Yeah.
one dog that we have upstairs,
Mhm.
and see where we need to go from there. Midday, we're all meeting
the
back
D-
here.
The DM is just going to make a quick note. Fizban is not in this campaign. Just letting you guys know. Fezwig
Fezwig.
is,
Fezwig. Yeah.
but Fizban is a entirely different world.
Right.
What?
Fezwig.
Hey,
I've gotta look
DM.
this
He's a
up
big
now.
fan of
DM
dragons.
mechanically, my multi-tool allows me to learn one cantrip for 8 hours. So I will be learning for the next 8 hours Minor Illusion.
You got it.
Ooh.
Love it.
Nice.
Cool.
Huh.
Awesome. All right. So you guys head out of the bar, getting ready to kind of split off into different directions. So let's do this. So I know there were first people that wanted to check out the boats to try to possibly find Albar, which is a Deem. So who is going there?
That is Grant, Fezwig, and Elricker.
Let's just
Sure,
well,
go on.
let's say the character names just for. I will say
You mean-
from now on, just for the
Brandon,
case
I,
of
and
just-
Matt. Brandon, I, and Matt are going that way.
All right. So Titian, Grian, and Bixeldan
Mm-hmm.
are going to go check out. Okay, cool, awesome. All right, Ianthe, what did you want to do?
Aaron and I were going to see if we could find some information on Alien.
Okay, you got it. From my understanding, Grian wanted to go shopping.
Yeah.
Titian also wants to kind of do shopping. He kind of has a thing he wants to do that I'm assuming is in that area, but also mostly to also collect information about the public execution that's happening as well.
Okay, cool. So we'll say that you guys go shopping first. So we'll say splitting into two groups. So you guys are going shopping first. Okay, cool. So as you guys head out into the crowd, you hear the sounds of a busy town even louder than before. As you are maneuvering through the streets, there's a certain point where you the first thing you see is the Pilgrim's Market. Pilgrim's Market, you don't need any sort of like real like assurance or introduction of, as you can see that there is just a multitude of tents. It legitimately looks like a medieval flea market. You see a multitude of tents of different colors, sincerely a very colorful sort of exuberance of clothing, cloths, but also races as well. You see some exotic-looking figures, some of which you may recognize, others you definitely do not. You all technically pass by, although, well, I guess we'll say with Ianthe and Aaron, you guys said that you were just looking for information on the hanging, right?
On Elliot.
We were
On what?
looking for information on Elian.
On Elian. Okay, cool. So I say you guys can all pretty much
Bone
start
Scroll.
here, as you see
Yeah.
probably some locals here. So cool, awesome. So as you hear the hustle and bustle, and immediately kind of just get jostled by the initial crowd that is here. Early in the day, you get the feeling that there are some people that are here, truly being maybe a little bit more aggressive as they're pushing to try to find the best deal of the day. We'll say we'll do this. Have in mind specifically what you're looking for, and then we'll say roll me a perception check. So go ahead and roll me a perception check now, and we'll kind of just go through the list.
If I'm looking for two different things, is that two different checks?
No, same roll.
Okay.
For now, at least.
Oh.
Okay, cool. So we'll go backwards from the normal queue here. So we'll start with Bixby.
I am looking to see if there are other goblins.
Okay, would you roll?
9.
9, cool. With a 9, as you're meandering through this crowd, at the moment here, you do not see that there are any other goblins. You see occasionally you get a little excited as you see smaller looking humanoid creatures, but once you get a good look, you see pale or dark skin, but none of them.
And that's the only thing I'm looking for. That is the only thing I'm looking for.
You got it. So you just continue to kind of keep your hood up at this point as you're kind of jostling with the group for the rest of the
Yeah, I'm still know me right now. And of course, I am hypersensitive to my time right now, too.
You got it. Cool. Aaron.
I am looking for, because she was fleeing, I'm looking for like wanted signs or maybe some people that look like they might be related to her, like if they have the same kind of eye colors or stuff. But I'm mainly looking for like wanted signs.
Okay. Would you roll?
And I got a 16.
16. Okay, cool. With a 16, you don't see any wanted signs. Looking through, you see normally, like for the most part, everybody seems to be relatively in a good mood. Aaron, with a 16. Okay. With a 16, you see a younger female, probably about maybe, I think at this point should be, I think she's around like 8 years old. Runs into your knees fully, like falls down. Ow. Looking at this figure, you see dark black hair. But I'd like you to give me an Arcana check.
A what?
An Arcana check.
Arcana check.
Mm-hmm. You guys hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Always let me know if you can.
15.
15? Cool. With a 15, you notice that something interesting about this little girl is you see it is the hair itself is a very, very, very dark brown, but you see that there's little like hints of highlights of this like deep orange. She has like this kind of like cut into like a little bit of a bob. It's kind of it's somewhat of an androgynous haircut, but pretty typical for an 8-year-old. You do see that there are slightly pointed ears, and you see she is dressed. She just dressed in commoner's clothes. Just knocks into you, fully falls to the ground, holding her head. Oh
no. So I'll kneel down and go to help her up. Are you okay?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Are you a seller here?
No, just visiting. Are you missing your family? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, you see, she's confused by something in you, or something of your of like you can see a look of confusion, um, that seems to transcend a little bit of the 8-year-old running into a full-grown person. Uh, yeah, no, they're around. Uh, they're around. I'll. Thanks. I'm gonna go find them.
Um,
What's your name?
Ariana.
Arianda. Okay,
And your name?
I'm Alyssa.
Alyssa. What a pretty name.
Thank you. My parents named me. I'm gonna go find them now.
Are you sure you're okay? Do you need us to help you?
Yeah, no, I got it. I got it. You see, she's kind of maneuvering away from you, and actually, I would like an insight check.
And if she's backing away, I'm gonna look at Ianthe and be like, "Help!" Oh, I got a 7+ insight. You said
Yeah, I'll give you advantage if you're looking at for anything to help you.
that's okay. It's a dirty 20.
Okay.
But I rolled a 7 again, so another dirty 20.
Dirty 20, cool. With a dirty 20, there's a very interesting thing that sort of happens as you see Alyssa start to kind of move back away, kind of looking back at you. There's a flash in your mind of exactly how Elian left. The woods, the trees themselves being changed over by the legs of people that Alyssa is moving through. It is similar. The
And
body language is similar.
okay. I will look at Ianthe and just be like, I don't know what to do with children. Help.
Better.
I think she's somehow related to our search.
Should we follow her?
I'm gonna say you guys look back around. She's gone.
Shit. Her name was Alyssa.
Alyssa. Maybe we could say she stole something from us.
I mean, she did fall. We can at least try to make sure she's okay. Say we're looking for her because it looks like she hurt herself.
Small thing of note. I'm
Sure.
just gonna say real quick because I totally forgot about saying this before. Alyssa looks like she was wearing a necklace around her that looked a little big for her. Let me see if I have anything that specifically says what it is. Sorry, 1 second. Excuse me. No. Okay, cool. So we'll say, for the sake of description here, we'll say for now it is looks to be like I'll say it looks like it's a locket that has like kind of this like bronze sort of wave, that is like a cresting wave sort of insignia, and it looks big for her. I'll say as you notice that, look back at Anthony, and she's disappeared into the crowd.
Well, I guess we have someone else to find now too.
Great. But maybe one leads to the other.
Could be.
What do you think about these earrings? Are they too big?
There.
With that, we're gonna pause you, and we're gonna go over to Grian. What is Grian looking for?
I'm looking to see if anybody in this town is selling a diamond, with at least 300 pieces, and then also just like a meat vendor, someone selling meat to feed this dog.
Okay. I think you cut out for a second. So you're looking for a jewelry vendor and a meat vendor.
Yeah.
Got it. What'd you roll on your perception check?
12.
12. Okay, cool. With a 12, you do see there is a uh, there's a kind of grimy looking older man, human, kind of has like kind of an arched back to him, has one of those like Peter Pan like little bed caps that like kind of have this like it's an awkward hat to be wearing in the daytime. um has that like little like kind of like pulled over to the side, like it almost has like one of the, it's not like a Christmas hat but it's pretty close. um and you see him uh he has like one of these like huge lens things, and he's looking at like a little piece of like what looks to be like a garnet.
Uh, um, excuse me, sir. How are you doing?
1 second. Okay, yeah. Yes, hello. Doesn't take it out.
Hi. I was wondering if you had any diamonds available.
Ah, diamonds. No fresh out. I have some interesting looking quartz. If you're giving to a loved one, looks kind of close to the same.
um, no, thank you. I need it for something specific.
Okay, all right. If
But
you're looking for
thank
something
you.
a little bit further up, like up in price, that we have this really nice ruby that you see. This little tiny, he like pulls up this tiny little like ruby sort of thing. So we could put it in a piece of jewelry for you. I got a bunch of like cheap metal rings. You can put it in for now, or put it in forever. Like the person you're gonna give it to. Like what would they know? They don't know the difference, or maybe they do.
um, Hi. It's okay. Don't worry about it. But thank you for your time, and
30 gold.
I'll just
30
go
gold.
off. It's fine.
Are you gonna walk away from him?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
that's all I needed. Yeah.
All right. Cool. For your meat vendor, the meat vendor you see looks to be I actually had this character at one point in time, but I totally forget what it looks like. So you see a kind of gruffer looking I'll say actually go ahead and give me a perception check, specifically on, I'll call it investigation.
Okay. It's a 2.
A 2. Fantastic. Awesome.
Rolling
You
like
see
garbage today.
you see this shorter looking human male, bald head, kind of like a blonde beard that kind of just stays right here, doesn't like go down or anything, just kind of just puffs out like this. Is Has a huge cleaver in his hand, and you're as you come up, you're hearing the like thwack, as you see him separating a piece of what looks to be like deer meat.
Hi there. How's it going?
How can I help you?
I'm looking to see if you have. I mean, obviously you have meat here. But I was wondering what kind of meat you had and how much of it you have exactly.
What kind of meat are you looking for?
Um, deer, uh, steer. What do you
Points
got?
right down to what he has. Like this. Like this.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more than that.
Okay. All right. Puts both the pieces that he had cut, puts them together and just kind of like slaps them together. That's 5 pounds.
I've got a fairly large dog that I'm just trying to feed, so I need probably a little bit more than that.
More than 5 pounds. All right. Pushes it to the side. Hold on 1 second. It goes over to the side. I'm gonna give you this. I'm not gonna give you this. Nope. Dice said no. Okay, cool. Comes back and goes. I can throw in. So I have some elk meat. Kind of like deer, just bigger.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine. How much do you have?
That. Why don't you tell me
What?
what you need, and then I can facilitate for you. so that we don't keep playing this game back and forth.
What do you think is like a non-suspicious amount to feed this dog?
5 pounds already
Like-
is pretty suspicious for a dog.
I'll
You
I'll
could
take
tell
like
him.
10. Go
You
ahead.
could tell him it's for like multiple dogs, and still technically be.
You already said one dog.
Ah,
He
damn.
said.
I'll like, how much is it per pound?
Oh, it depends how much you're getting. I usually do some sort of bulk discount thing.
I'll take maybe the 5 pounds of the deer there, and I'll take 10 more pounds of the elk.
All right. Okay. So usually 15. You made me walk back and forth, so we'll say 10 silver.
Okay. I'll just.
Do you have
Okay.
10 silver?
I have plenty. I just was like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm astounded at how
Doesn't
cheap
mean it's not
things
gonna
are.
be- Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give him the silver.
All right. All right. There you go. There's your meat. You want me to wrap it up for you? I'll wrap it
Oh,
up.
that'd be great. Thank you.
Yep. There you go. Pleasure doing business with you.
Thanks. And I'll take it from him and be like, by the way, I heard word. I know I'm a little new in town here, but I was just passing through. I heard there was something exciting going on this afternoon. Have you heard anything about that?
You heard what? That there's gonna be a what?
I'm not quite sure. I think someone said there was like a hanging or something going on.
Oh yeah, we're I guess they're hanging the den mother this afternoon.
What's a den mother?
Oh, she's the yeah, I guess that makes sense. So she's a church, the staple thing that she's the boss of the church.
Kind of like a priest then.
Yeah, all right.
Or
Yeah,
a
that makes
high.
sense.
Okay, well, good on you guys for that one. And if maybe I'll see you there. Thank you again for the help.
All right.
And I'll just walk off with 15 pounds of meat in my hands.
You hear
Which
as you're
isn't
walking off.
anything new.
You hear as you're walking off. Fucking Taurus, man. I just don't even.
Oh, God.
Sunk. Cool. And we move over to Titian.
Just love how awkward that interaction was.
That was so. You guys got to learn how to talk to townspeople, kind of gang.
All right.
Or you're doing great. Either way.
Titian is looking for a tattoo shop.
Okay.
I rolled a dirty 20.
You got it. We'll say you do not see a tattoo shop. What you do see is someone doing like wood burnings. So you see like little plaques that are essentially like as for me in my house, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like
live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love. Exactly. Yeah. And you see a rather I would say looking at this figure, you see like working clothes. You see like a heavy sort of apron on. But you notice like the face itself relatively pretty well manicured. You see like a kind of like a short beard, hair that is slicked straight back, very nice eyebrows. Looks to be a human male, maybe like mid 30s. Kind of tanner, like pretty tan skin for this area.
Right. Titian will go over there and just sort of lean in, watching them, just finishing up their sign. I'm imagining it says something like, Wednesday, more like Wednesday or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My mom would love that.
You're quite the crafts person there. Oh shit! Fuck! Why'd you do that? That was what the hell?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh man,
Oh,
that's just
geez,
like.
here, I'm just
Oh my god!
wipes your faces with a cloth.
Oh shit!
It would be the cloth too that he's like been wiping so it's just more splinters in your
It
face.
just works with it. Jeez. All right.
I'm
All right.
so
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're
okay.
good. Stop. Don't. Yeah, you're good. All right. Oh,
okay.
Jesus.
Hey, what's your name? What's your name?
My name's Grant. What's your name?
Your name's Grant.
Yeah, my name's Grant. What's your name?
My name's Grant.
No.
That's crazy.
2 Grants in a pod. You know what I'm saying? This is
Grants
awesome.
in a pod. That's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, great. Well, you're gonna like this even more. I usually pay very close attention to the G's, and he gives you a little like keychain as a it's a little like symbol of a bell that just has a letter G on it and gives it to you.
Oh, that's awesome. For blowing it in my face. Oh yeah,
yeah. I'm so sorry.
Water under the bridge, Grant. You know we Grants gotta stick together, isn't it? You know, Titian immediately takes a sword down and ties the little Grant sigil to the bottom of his the helm of his sword.
Okay.
Like
so
it's just no, it's fine. It's fine. Hey, guess what? Now they'll know that's Grant's sword. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
that's right.
Hell yeah!
I better get out of here because my sword might get confused with your sword. So
no, don't.
I don't have a sword. I have nothing about sword.
I'm trying to talk to you, Grant. Please don't leave. That'd just be rude.
No, I wasn't. I was just, okay. Sorry. What can I get for you?
Oh, I was just looking. I was kind of hoping for a tattoo, but I see you're just. I was looking for a shop around here to maybe do a quick little design on me, but I see that you're doing some wood burning, and it just caught my attention, and I thought I'd come by and just see what's going on.
Sure. Yeah. Actually, it's fun. You know, it's like call it fate. I can do a lot of things with a pen or this little thing here, and so yeah, I am actually. I would say I'm an amateur, but yeah, I can make a tattoo for you. Sure.
Really? Oh, that'd be awesome. I'd love that. I was hoping to get just like a moon, like on my arm.
Okay.
Like right here. I was hoping I'd just get like a moon right there, like a little crescent moon.
Like a crescent
with the word,
I can do
yeah,
that for sure. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Brian, can I borrow your? I just need one more seat. Yeah. No, she can. If she can get up for like 20 minutes.
Oh no.
Yeah. No. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That's right. Okay. Sorry, she's pregnant. Babe. Okay. Yeah. No. You stay there. You know what? You can take my seat. That's fine. Brings you on over.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. I've never done this before. I'm a little nervous.
I've never done this before on skin. I've done this. You're my first customer. I'll say that.
Grants.
You
know, Grants. Should I shave or something, or do you think you can get through the fur? I bet you can just get through the fur.
I'm sure I could get through the fur. What I've practiced on doesn't have fur, but I'm sure I could figure it out. You see him take his wood burning tool and start to kind of like put it closer to your skin. Oh, wait, man. Sorry. That's not the right tool. 1 second. Goes into his bag.
Oh, Grant. Yeah, you're funny. All right.
I'm going to say, how do I want to do this? I would like, okay, cool. I will say, give me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
As this is your first tattoo.
Okay, with disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate that dice. All right. First one is a 16.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah, 16. It's going to be a 16.
Okay, cool. Sweet. So as you hear a sort of like whirring sort of sound coming from a very very small machine, Bixby, I just think like you're possibly on the other side of like the market at this point, but you hear that sound, like
Yeah,
you
because I'm
hear a
probably
machine.
I'm
Yeah,
probably really kind of agitated, a little agitated, and kind of focused. But as soon as I heard that, I'm running.
cool. You got it.
I'll
Yes,
even sit in
great.
Titian's lap and check it out.
Okay, cool. You sit. I mean, it's kind of off to the side, but I'll say like, yeah, you pick it up. Oh, okay. Whoa. Is this your?
This is my my friend Fezwig. I didn't know we were in the lap sitting phase of our friendship.
Don't
But
mind me.
sure.
Just pay no attention to me. You're good. You're good.
Okay, you're just. Can you just do me like? Okay, you can look at the machine, but I was given that. So just please just be very careful with it. Just hold on to it tight. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Give me an investigation check, Pixel.
23.
23. Cool. With a 23, you see there are. I won't go into too much details as far as how this machine works, just giving us kind of space to be able to kind of describe it a little bit later if we need to. But for now, you notice the machine itself seems to have a kind of like a funnel for a standard thing of ink, and then you open up a compartment that you didn't that like wasn't clearly marked there, and you can see that there's a different funnel here. You
What's
see
the other
he's
funnel
just kind
feed?
of working on
What's the other funnel feed?
what?
There's two funnels.
Oh, sorry, I should probably lift my pen off when I'm looking at you. What other funnel? What?
You got the ink funnel. What's this funnel for?
Kind of looks over and goes, oh, I didn't know that was there. A friend of mine, well, really someone just passing by, gave that to me. So, yeah, I don't know. Interesting.
Okay.
You learn new things every day.
I'll try to take it apart if I can and figure out where it's coming from.
While he's using it.
Oh, that's right. He's using it. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Hey, Fizwig, maybe wait until he's done with the tattoo before you start tearing it apart.
Okay.
You feel a jolting buzz as he gets back to that same spot he was working on. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. I am almost done here.
Sure.
Do you want to star with this or anything? This is going actually pretty quick. Sorry. I'm looking at it. I'm looking down.
Oh yeah, just go ahead and stick with it. We'll just stick with the moon for right now. It's
Okay.
about all I got. Yeah, we'll just stick with the moon. Hey, I was wondering, Grant, if you could tell me what's going on with the public execution today. What's going on with that?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not from around here, but I've been here for a couple days. Sounds like they're hanging some member of a. Sorry, I'll lift off. I was hanging some member of a local church here. I guess she was involved in some like nefarious deals. I heard a number of different things, but one of them that was like one of her students, or like looks over at Bixel and goes, students, or I don't know what they say for religious pupils.
Acolyte.
Acolyte. Yeah, that's a cool word. I like that. Acolyte. Looks like one of them kind of blew up her family's house, I guess. And it was, yeah. I guess they practice some weird stuff. It's not like your standard, like, like singing hymns type of church.
Well, someone I was talking to said that there was some the trial was a little fishy. Did you hear anything about that? Like, who's doing the trying and who's like doing all this? Who's like who's in charge of all this stuff?
Well, hopefully not a fisherman.
Oh, Grant, you son of a bitch! I love you. Oh man, Grant. Oh, that hurts like
I don't know.
hell.
Probably someone from the House of Nobles over there, and it kind of points, and you see past a group of buildings. You see that there's a taller stone building that is kind of just gleaming over the houses that you can see. It's very far south on the map, and you can see it is a bright like almost white stone. Yeah, so probably one of the nobles from that house. Okay, all right. Well, I'm almost done. I'm gonna try and just fix the little details things. So where are you from?
I'm from up north. Just traveling through.
Okay.
Been here for just a little bit. Not too.
There's not much north of here.
There's
like a tribe. Are you from Brunte?
no. I'm from Hall Small originally.
I'm sorry, friend. I don't know where that is.
It's north. It's not worth visiting. It's just a place.
Okay.
We're just sort of coming through here. It's just kind of a it's just sort of a place.
Wait, are you past the wall?
Yeah. We're from past the wall. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're just sort of doing a little bit of a just a bit of a thing, and just coming on through. That whole thing. Sort of just passing through town, trying to get a hold of a boat and get on the water for a little bit, and thought this would be a good pit stop for it.
Don't see many many from the north up there. Usually everyone's here is Imaean.
Oh, we're Imaean. Yeah, we're Imaean too. We're just like
okay. Sorry.
Imaean.
Yeah, I didn't.
No, it's all right. You didn't. Yeah, no, it's fine. Man, that tattoo that you're giving me. That's
sorry.
smarts.
I'm doing the. I'm just filling it in.
That's okay. That's taking you a long time, but that's fine. But yeah, no, we're just from up north, just kind of passing on through. I just want to know, like, as he's talking, does it feel like he's actually trying to gain information, or if he's trying to hide how he's like what he knows about Northern Imaea?
Sure, yeah. Give me an insight check.
Okay. Oh, that's a 6.
A 6.
Yeah.
You feel like this is the most innocent person you've ever met.
Okay.
Oh, bless his little heart.
Innocent human you've ever met, I guess. I don't know. You met some innocent people, but yeah. All right. Okay. All right. And time, as they say. Someone says, right? A Fezwig, is it? Can I need to just. Can you give me the device?
Give me 7 minutes with it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm not using it for the next 7 minutes. Here's the end of it. Just don't don't use it. There
I
you
am
go.
meticulous.
Oh, I lost you volume wise. Try that again. Chris, we missed what you said.
Oh, I said I'll be meticulously careful the entire time.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason I believe you. Okay. What do you think? And you hold it up and are looking at it. First thing I think Titian thinks is it's upside down. But then you realize where it's on your arm, and that's not a representation of Titian. That is having someone who has tattoos on their side. You always have to look at it upside down, and just a little bit of disappointing sometimes. So initial reaction, you're like, oh, yeah. Other than that, it looks perfect.
Oh, awesome! This is Grant, you did such a good job. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Grant. This has been great.
You're welcome. Hey, thanks for being my first customer for that.
Yeah.
Honestly, like what uh we'll say it's just the cost of the ink, if that's okay. So it's just a silver.
Oh,
Oh,
just a silver. Okay, let
Mhm.
me see what I got in my inventory here. Um, oh, Grant, I don't have any silver. Can I give you a gold piece instead?
Oh yeah, I can replace that with like 9 silver. We have a
Oh, hey,
yeah.
why don't you just why don't you just take a gold piece? I'm totally happy to give you a gold piece. Call the rest a tip, and just like cost of doing business with a fellow Grant. You know what I'm saying? Like Grant
o-
tax.
Okay. Do you? I mean, do you? Thank you. That's super nice. Do
Yeah.
you want you want this Wines Day sign?
Oh, yeah, yeah. You know
You were
what?
doing it.
I better take that Wednesday.
Absolutely. Yeah, you take that. And it's just like it's this big. It's very nice. Like it's just it's on. I would say most of the other pieces here you probably see are on like cheaper wood. This one's actually made of oak. And you see like on the outer ridges of them, you can still see the bark that's like been left on there.
Oh, this is Grant. This is a great piece. Thank you so. Tishino just hanging around the back of his his sword. So like the back of his sword sheath is just like, it's not Wednesday, it's Wednesday now.
Love it.
Yeah.
So you say so the sign just to clarification, it says it's not Wednesday, it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Love it.
Like wine dash day.
Love it. Uh
So
Awesome.
stupid.
So dumb. And we finally come to Ianthe, who is responding with Aaron, and then going to the earrings, looking at the earrings, and then what does Ianthe like to do or want to do?
So what I was trying to do, I was trying to listen to conversations, maybe get some information about this hanging that's taking place.
Okay.
I did get a 14.
Okay. Cool.
I am also looking for earrings and fun things I can put in my hair.
Love it. So here's what I'll say. What type of person are you looking for, Ianthe? Because this is going to depend on the answer you're getting.
I mean, as far as like what type of person am I trying to listen to?
Yeah. Are you? Oh well. Okay. I guess that's a question. Are you trying to just hear local gossip and just being around
Yeah.
for it? Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
I'm like perusing, but also I'm looking, just looking for something to catch my eye. But while I'm looking, I'm like eavesdropping.
Cool. Awesome. I'm going to say this, Ianthe, and you probably know this from experience. As you're looking around and you're catching like kind of like conversations kind of here and there, not a lot of them addressing hanging stuff, like as they're addressing like the materials that are in front of them. And then you see as like the crowds sort of part in a like slow motion sort of way, you see there are 3 elderly women that are together around looking at earrings and jewelry and gabbing like crazy. And you found your you found your spot.
Yes. If anybody needs me, this is where I'll be.
You get the Imaean version of the view as you
Perfect.
as you walk up and you see they're all halfling women, so they're all kind of a little bit smaller, older. I can't remember exactly the age of halflings, but they look to be older, which I believe halflings are pretty like live for a pretty long time. So they're old. Awesome. Sweet. So as you walk up to these 3 women, do you address them or are you just like perusing around them?
I probably would just do like a casual, like, good morning.
Oh, good
Excuse
morning.
me, let me get in here.
Okay.
I saw these from across the way, and they are beautiful.
Oh yes, they're they're real basilisk skin, and you see another woman nudge her in the ribs. Okay, all right, okay, yes, sorry, old habits. It's just snake skin, but they're interesting. Uh, if you have any questions, let me know. And just goes back to conversation.
Don't let me interrupt you. I'll just be over here looking for the best ones.
Let me know if there's any question. So yeah. So Udris is held up in the where is even our jail at this point? I don't know if we even finished building that. And you hear another woman assume, yes, it is I believe it's located under the House of Nobles for now. And yeah, careful with that, dear. It's
Oh,
and it's addressing you.
sorry.
It's quite all right. I just it's valuable.
Got too excited. I'll hands at my sides.
No, so you can touch. Just. I was saying.
Hmm?
I'm sorry. I scared you into. Please feel free to touch. Just be careful. There's some things that are a little bit more precocious than others. So,
Of
anyways,
course.
yes. So yes. So what is it's going to be at 2 this evening? Was what I was told by the by nobleman Marcus. Uh, so, oh yes, nobleman Marcus was it? Mary, that's interesting. What did nobleman Marcus have to talk to you about this morning? And you hear the chorus of this laughter at that. And I will say this for the rest of it, as you're leading into the conversation they're hearing, you hear, so it's going to happen this afternoon at 2 for Den Mother Udris. You've heard the only thing you hear as far as the church goes is just being called the church. Um, uh, you do hear a conversation of talking about they're going to probably have to try to relocate the church, which is unfortunate because it was just finished being built maybe 6 months ago. They also mentioned that that's going to be are they going to keep the graveyard there that is surrounding the church? And there's a cackle of laughter at that, saying they're definitely not going to dig up the bodies and move them. That would be crazy. So you imagine that most likely they'll just level the church and leave the graveyard as a graveyard, or a cemetery as a cemetery. You I'd say you hear in that conversation, you hear that there is a disagreement around, I will say, Mary and one of the other women on the idea of whether or not Den Mother Udris is to blame for the effects of it. In the phrase, should the master be really responsible for the actions of the pupil? Uh, and I'd say in further conversation on that, the same woman that says that says, "Well, what if it really was just a big accident?" And that's what you hear so far. So, as you are all individually having these conversations, we will take this moment as you want to think about how we're going to kind of move stuff forward. We're going to take this moment to have our 10-minute break. So we'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
Sorry.
All right. So, coming back to our time in the throes of the Pilgrim's Market. Bixeldan, I will say, as you had rolled pretty well on that investigation check, I'm going to just kind of bring it back around to everybody if there's anything else you guys wanted to do here. Bixeldan, I will say, as you're investigating this thing, you get the feeling, because I think you rolled pretty high in your investigation check, you get the feeling that the other resource of ink looks to be a reservoir for possibly something magical. So nothing else Bixeldan wants to do here?
Like I said, I'm probably about time I'm going to have to cast Disguise Self again.
Cool. Yeah. There are like where this area is, you could probably just walk out of the market, go down an alley and probably cast it without issue. And I'm just gonna say you do that. That's not a big deal for right now. Cool. What about Aaron? I'm also gonna mention to you guys, like at this point it's gonna be probably closer to like 9 a.m. So you heard the hanging is gonna be at 2.
Oh, okay. Aaron's kind of following close behind Ianthe, like, what do we do now? And looking out for that girl throughout the market.
You got it. Cool. I'm going to say no roll is going to be worth seeing. She is gone. However, I will keep that in mind. Is there anything else you'd like to be doing?
No, I think I'm good on resources, so I'm just keeping an eye on everyone as well in the party that I can see and just making sure everyone's okay and looking for a demon.
Okay, cool. You got it. Yeah, I say most of the stuff that you guys see here looks to be fairly like somewhat like knickknack stuff. You hear a very like crackly voice consistently yelling, "Bags! Get your bags here!" As you see, as you see a wrinkled hand like holding up these ornate looking like satchels.
Ooh.
But yeah, so it is very much like an arts and crafts festival level stuff, but also mixed in with like food and things like that. Cool. All right. We'll move forward to Grien.
Actually, I did want to replace my pan flute, so if I could find somebody who's selling musical instruments.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I'll roll for that. Okay. You see someone who is tuning a violin next to a table that you see has a number of violins. I'll say that's what you see. That's what you see right now. You see her, ding 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 ding.
Oh, sounds a little flat
Ding,
there.
ding.
I think
Sorry,
if you just keep going,
yep.
I think.
Hold up. Sorry. What? Ding 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 ding.
Are
Sorry,
you?
how can I help you?
Are you all right there?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yep, no, missed my eye that time.
Does he look like cut or anything from it?
She looks
Or she?
yeah, you see it's missed her eye. And I'll say at first you see like the hair's kind of like done up into a hat. But in the surprise of that, it like the hat kind of falls off and you can see the tight bun behind. I would say you see looks to be like a blonde blonde haired gnome. Very like icy blue eyes. Just look of complete surprises. Okay. Sorry, can I help you?
No, yeah. Does she look like she's like a cut or anything from it, or like it just missed her completely?
Missed her
and she's
face.
okay?
It missed her face. Yep. 90% of the time when you break a string, it does miss your face. I can personally attest to that.
I was looking to see you have a lovely array of violins here. But I was wondering if you had it like a pan flute or anything like that, something a little bit simpler.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have one that I was working on. I don't know if it's done or not. Hold on one second. Give me a d20 roll.
Dude, I can't roll past threes today. I swear to God.
Oof.
Yeah, like all threes.
Cool. You see her pull out. She pulls out a pan flute with no holes.
Oh.
Okay. Nope. They're all. Yeah. Okay. There's. You can get 5 notes out of this. I didn't finish getting the rest of the holes in place.
It looks. I mean, it looks great from where it is. I'm honestly not sure if I can play any other musical instruments. But you made all of these yourself.
Yeah, I specialize in making violins. Apparently, not tuning them. But yeah, I mean, I won't say it's necessarily easy to learn the violin, but if you're interested in one, I do a pretty good job making them.
You know what? Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, great. So can you do me a favor? Can you just put your arm out like this for me, please? And she just measures the distance from your arm and like going up and down through. Right. Are you normally going to be having this much armor when you're playing?
I mean, I guess it depends on who I'm playing for, but
Okay. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Try this one. She takes one from the end, just kind of hands it to you. How does Grian hold it?
probably like a little awkward.
Show me.
I mean, how do I
It's
hold
an
this
immersion
incorrectly?
game, man. Immerse
Yeah,
me.
no, I'm trying to think of like how do I hold this incorrectly, right? Like, so I imagine him like kind of being awkward, and he's got it here, and like I imagine like the rest is here, but he doesn't quite know to put like that there, so he's probably like
Okay.
holding it like this a little bit, sort of like putting his chin on it and being like super awkward with how he's
Right.
looking.
Yeah. So you're kind of just like leaning your cheek onto it. Okay. That is a way you could play. I'm just gonna can I just and you see her, she kind of like moves your head to on. That's gonna be better. Okay. Nope, that's not it. And then like quickly kind of takes it off. All right. Okay.
And while she's looking through them, I'm like, what kind of wood did you make these all out of? Like were they like local wood or something, or did you?
Oh, well, a lot of them. Well, for the tops and the sides, I use spruce. As it's kind of it's usually a little bit more of a bendable material for the arches. For the sides, I can use a number of different ones. This is actually this one has like a maple back and sides. Um, the fingerboard itself is it's they don't have I don't have a lot of dark woods in Imaea, so I had to make do. This is a kind of like, and you see like her kind of pointing to it. And it looks somewhat like more like a, if you know your woods, it looks like ebony, but with really heavy blonde streaks in it, as ebony sometimes has. It doesn't affect the playability of it at all, and I like it. It kind of gives it more of a natural look.
I think it's gorgeous. I think you did an amazing job there.
Thank you. Yeah, so that was actually the one I was going to try next. So if you want to just try that, and she positions it for you. Grian, roll me a performance check.
Okay. That is a 15.
15? Okay, not
Yeah.
bad. So with a 15, she hands you a bow and just goes, okay, I know this is going to feel awkward, but just go ahead and just try to run the bow along the strings. And you do so, and you immediately hear a Sorry. Yeah, I gotta tune that first. Keep your head back. And he's ding, 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 ding. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, all right, okay, try that. And hands it over to you. And you do the same thing.
Yep.
And you don't hear any vibrato because you're not touching anything. But you do hear it actually sounds pretty nice. Out at the end of it, you hear like a little bit of like a squeak. Yeah, okay.
Oh, my bad.
Not bad.
No, it sounds beautiful. I think, yeah, this is amazing. Are you a local artist here, or do you travel a little bit, or?
Yeah, I'm from Little Nest originally, but I made my way up to Eisenheim, and I apprenticed with a, uh, a local luthier down in Midtown, if you're familiar.
I'm actually not from around here. I'm from up north there. Um,
Oh, okay. Um,
um,
like Brunte?
I think a little bit farther north from here, um,
Like
in
past
like
the
the North
wall?
Imaea. Yeah, past. Yeah,
Oh. Are you planning on going back there anytime soon?
we're making our way there. But yeah, eventually we'll go back home.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, all right. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Typically I try to market these around 5 gold. But if you're taking it back up north, I don't have a lot of business up there, so it'd be nice to, uh, depending on how well you end up learning how to play. um, but assuming it's good, I'll give it to you for 3 gold.
I mean, I have no problem paying 5. An artist is worth what they're worth, and I'll gladly pay 5 if that's what it's worth.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. That will definitely help a lot in the business. So, yeah, thank you.
And
So
as
you're
I'm passing,
yeah, go ahead.
I'll just like as she's talking, I'll take out the gold and I'll pass the 5 gold to her. Um,
So what brings
you,
you? Are you here for the afternoon um,
I
activity?
mean, certainly not, but I mean, it's a little bit of I think, a morbid activity. Although,
Yeah.
it's a great time for your instruments to shine. I think they'd sound beautiful. But I was wondering if you knew exactly what was going on there. I heard that they were hanging some kind of priestess or something.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I'll. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'll probably try to put. Thank you. What was your name?
My name is Elric.
Elric. Okay, Elric. Nice to meet you. My name is Matilda.
And
Oh.
she can. It's nice to meet you. It's been an absolute pleasure so far.
Yeah.
Did
Well,
something real bad happen to cause like this kind of judgment or something? I mean, yeah.
kind of. So it was. I guess there was a situation where. Uh, so the church itself worships a deity I wasn't too familiar with. But have you heard of Ostial?
I can't say I'm familiar.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't familiar. I'll say, go ahead and give me a religion check. Might as well just check.
9.
Yeah, you've never heard of it. Yeah, it's not a common thing in Imaea. Actually, I'm really surprised that they allowed her to have a church in South Imaea. But it's I guess he's a big proponent of resurrection and living forever. Yeah.
Oh.
The god is a proponent of living forever.
Yeah, I guess in like I don't know, it kind of gives me like a kind of creepy sort of feeling about it. It's not I don't know. I don't know much about it, but it sounds like they deal a lot with like bones. I guess is their big thing.
Uh-oh.
So,
Like
but yeah,
human
I
boat?
guess. Well, I guess any types of bones. I guess in other parts of the world, there's a lot of people that will come to den mothers to uh, to save uh, people, pets, humans, the like, or I don't know. Um, but I
And
guess
she saved the wrong person or something? Or
well, from what I understand, there's a family up around here that is I guess they're plagued with very interesting children. So there was a situation that happened with their youngest that like she lost her eyesight for something, and they brought her to Den Mother Udris, and she I don't know what happened, but I guess it eventually caused the big well her older sister I guess was there as well, and I guess there was some sort of altercation at their house, and I think their house has just been put back together, and it's
oh
been a couple
wow,
months. So
oh wow.
yeah, thankfully no one died that we know of, except for we don't really know where the eldest went or if she passed.
So she might have gone with the wind, one might say.
I mean, I hope she's alive wherever she is.
Is she nice then?
I only met her once, and she seemed nice, kind of quiet. Um, I just not someone that I would imagine that's necessarily involved in something like that, but I don't know. Something happened. It feels kind of like, we don't really have all the answers.
Well, hopefully we get some. Hopefully you guys get some soon. And
Doesn't seem
maybe
like they're waiting around for it, honestly.
do you? I mean, is the trial kind of set? Like this is it, or do you have a chance to like stand up for herself or something?
Oh, there wasn't a trial.
They're they they just took her into custody and they're just gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it was like it's so a lot of the people in town are not a fan of the church at all. So it's actually pretty the judicial process, which is pretty common around here, honestly, for everything, it seemed to kind of fall by the wayside when it came to getting rid of the den mother. Now, I'm not a big fan of her god, but
At least some decency, I guess. Yeah.
yeah.
Um. I mean, we never know what'll happen. You never know.
That's
Um.
true.
But keep yourself safe, and I thank you for the beautiful instrument.
Yeah, thank you
Um.
for paying full price for it. You didn't have to. Thank you so much. And I hope you enjoy it and learn how to. I was that was a good, decent first chord. I hope you learn a lot more.
Well, thank you. I mean, maybe before I leave, do you have like a first timers learning book or something I can take with me?
I I I don't. If you're in town for a little bit, I could probably maybe give you a lesson like later tonight or something. Depending.
I think we might be leaving tomorrow, so maybe I'll stop by tonight then.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That sounds good. I guess I'll probably see you there.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Like I said, keep yourself safe. And if I don't see you later, then maybe I'll see you in North Imaea one day.
Yeah. I hear it's kind of dangerous.
Yeah, we're all right. And he'll like just wink at her
Love
and
it.
head out.
Awesome. Fantastic. Very nice. Cool. So moving forward, you have a very
Can
nice. Yes, go ahead.
can you throw the name of the god in the chat?
Yeah,
Just,
absolutely.
cool, perfect.
Well, I just want to also say Grian is still with Bixeldan and Titian, correct?
I
I mean, you
We're
guys are
still
all kind of in
traveling
the
as
same
three.
area there. It's
So
not a
I'm
very
just
big market.
what I'm saying is like from a standpoint of like efficiency, like Titian and Bixeldan for sure know what Grian just heard as well to some extent.
Oh no, I don't think you're close enough for like these separate conversations to be overheard. But it doesn't take very much to just be like, I relay that information.
Yeah, I would have filled everybody in as soon as we all got back together.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So actually moving forward to Titian. Titian, at this point, you see Bixeldan. It seems to be done with the machine, puts it down, and quickly just walks away.
Oh. Grant, I'm sorry. I gotta go catch up with my little buddy there. Thank you again for this badass tattoo, though.
You're welcome. I hope it serves you well for many. What's actually? I'm sorry. I guess I should know this for as a tattooist.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is.
I think it's a tattooler. Yeah, I think the term is tattooler. Yeah.
If it's not, it is now.
Yeah.
I love that. So is there some sort of story or name behind the moon tattoo?
Oh, I just like moons.
Oh, okay.
I'm just a fan of moons. That's really all there is to it, especially new moons, which I'm happy I really got an image of a new moon on my body. Oh shit, that's a crescent. That's fine. That's okay too.
So did you want a full moon? You said you did say crescent, right?
No, I just realized. I'm probably not the first person to make a mistake with a tattoo, but it'll be fine.
You're my first person to make a mistake with a tattoo, but
Grant, if you don't watch it, we're gonna be making more mistakes together. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
Wines Day, huh? Shit. All right. No, yeah, sorry. I gotta go catch my friend. Let me know if you ever want to get rid of that tattoo machine, though. I'll find it a good home.
Love it. Cool.
I think Titian will just sort of walk after Bixeldan.
Okay.
And then I think, at some point, I think Titian will. Where did you say the gallows were located, Joe?
Well, you don't see them from your standpoint.
Right, but have I heard anything about like, oh, they're in the center, they're in the town square, they're in the have I heard? And I don't think I've heard anything about their exact location.
I don't think so. I mean, I will say like above board meta wise, you can see like if you see that like if you see that metal fence around that area in the middle, that's where it is. So it's really actually across the river.
Across the river from where we are right now.
Yeah, if you look at the map, it's the
yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just thinking that would be the next place Titian would want to go. But I think he's actually going to just try to meet up with.
Right. What I'm saying is, like, honestly, Matt, there's no way you know that. You get what I'm saying? Like,
no, yeah. I know what you're saying.
Like, you could say that you're just exploring.
Yeah. I think Titian's done. I think Titian's done everything. Titian's broke. Titian has no money, so I think Titian is just going to meet up with Bixeldan to stay close to him, and then also try to meet back up with Grian, and then either from there, just kind of get back together with the rest of the party.
You got it. Awesome. I will say Ianthe, and Aaron is right next to you here. But Ianthe, you hear. I'll say. I guess this is kind of more for Aaron, but you're both open to this scene. First, actually, sorry. Let me say this first. Is there anything else Ianthe wanted to do here?
I don't think so, because I was really just looking to like eavesdrop.
You got it.
Because again, we're all going to meet up midday and kind of reconnect.
Midday, from my perspective, midday is after the hanging. The hanging is at 2.
Oh, I was thinking noon.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But that might not be enough time.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we'll say at this point you do hear a gruff voice just calling out, Alyssa. Sorry. Yes. Alyssa. And you see a man getting closer to both of you, Ianthe and Aaron, and just shouting out in a big voice for Alyssa. Shouts out right past you.
Hello?
Sir, are you looking for a child by any chance?
Oh, yeah.
Weird question, I know. I just crashed into her a moment ago. She ran away very quickly, though. So she should be nearby.
So sorry.
No worries.
She's still young and somehow continuously gets away from us. Did you see what direction she went?
Unfortunately, not.
We were trying to locate her to make sure she wasn't terribly hurt, but she ran away so quickly. Do you...
I'm
maybe
sorry.
a silly question since you're looking for her.
I have to put this up. Evan just put his eye.
I hate it.
I hate it. Evan, we hate it.
I love it. I saw that. I laughed.
But thank you. Love it. Okay. Sorry, continue.
Is there a particular stall or hiding spot that she's fond of? We just wanted to make sure she was all right.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it seems like it's all of Griften is her hiding place. I guess if you see her again, just let her know her father's looking for her.
Of course.
So obviously you see the man dressed below, big mustache, all the works of it. Aaron, I'm going to tell you this. The same thing sort of just happens. It's almost like it kind of happens in like a rewind sort of space. This man, even though considerably big, burly, very different from Alyssa or Eliane, is maneuvering through the crowd, and you see it again. You just see this flashback, as if you imagine him going backwards through it. It looks exactly the same.
Is that just like how they move, or like their way of walking, or is it something like energetic that I'm feeling?
I think it's I'd say like body language wise, you probably see something specific that is like a not a tick necessarily, but like something in the body language that does look a little odd. But I will tell you as a DM, I'm pretty much just telling you. I kind of view it as just Aaron's particular sense of perspective.
Okay.
Just somehow just triggering to that. It is not magical, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I'm getting the same vibes.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
He's going to continue walking if you let him.
Yeah, I have nothing to say to him yet, so I'll let him go.
Okay, cool.
What was your name?
What?
So we know who to ask for if we find her?
Oh, yes. McCall.
McCall.
I'll type it in here. MIKAL. McCall.
Thank you.
Oops, I just sent it just to Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, what's that name?
You'll never know. Should have listened the first time.
All right, I full on just answered your question in the chat, but I'm going to delete it now.
I've asked for like 3 names. It's fine.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, so you hear him say, McCall, also, you could, her mother's not going to come around here, but you can mention Alora is her mother. So if you happen to find her and trying to,
You'll be the
if you're
first.
trying to force her back to the house, I mean, she knows where we live, but
If we find her, you will be the first to know.
yes. And apologies for the intrusion and convenience. Once we get to our whole house back, it'll make things a lot easier. So
Your whole house?
Yes, sorry. We had
I'm
some-
sorry. I
No, it's okay. It's all right.
I
Yeah,
don't
can tell
mean to intrude.
You're not locals.
No, definitely not.
We've just had some construction issues, we'll say.
Oh,
Oh,
that's unfortunate to hear. Is there anything we could do to help? I'm not much of a builder, if you haven't picked up on that, but
Roll
if
me
there's any...
roll me a d20 and add your charisma modifier, please.
Oh gosh. It's a roll pretty
got
decent.
this.
Come on. Move other useless die. Oh yeah. 21.
Ooh.
21.
Yes. Purple die is rolling good today.
Cool. The term is that's very kind of you. Listen, if you have I don't think we need anything at the moment besides finding our daughter.
That's actually something we're quite well equipped to do, so happy to help there. But if there's anything else...
Okay. Are you like investigators or something?
Oh no, we're just really bad at physical labor.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'll say when he says investigators, you actually see him kind of pull back a little bit. You catch that?
No. We don't do that, but we really don't build things.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. You certainly gave us laughter today. Thank you. It's much needed, considering. Yes. So if you happen to see her, again,
Yes,
we're the farmhouse right up the road. You can't miss it. It is the biggest house up north because it's the only one. There's a bunch of farms.
That's so funny. You're very funny.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What was your name?
I'm Erin.
Erin. Nice to meet you. And lingers a little too long. Sorry. And your name?
Ariana.
Erin and Ariana. Okay.
Totally a coincidence.
Are you related?
Nope.
No.
No. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Okay. Good day to you.
You as well.
And heads off into the crowd. Occasionally yelling Alyssa, but waits probably about a good minute out before yelling again.
Okay, I want to look back at the 3 old ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Are they watching us?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you see one of them just going.
So, what's his story?
Well, he is married to the bitch of the town. And you see the other one just like slappers. Mary, why? I'm just.
Mary's my favorite.
I said it quiet. I just yes. Yes, she's high elf.
I see.
Yes. So yes, he is quite a looker. But I would honestly be very careful, child. She has connections in the capital. That poor family.
What's happened? He said something about construction. What's happened to their home that they're building or rebuilding?
Oh, their eldest daughter blew their entire house half off.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
Was anyone hurt?
I'm not sure. Haven't seen Eliane in quite some time, have we, girls?
I just grab Aaron's arm.
It screams. So she could have passed. I will say this though, and she kind of leans in closer. The mother didn't seem to be too chuffed about her daughter missing.
That's horrible.
That is Jesus, hold on. I had this name. Oh, that is Alara for you. I will put the names, now that you guys have them, I'll put the names down here so you guys can see.
Elara, not Elora, right?
I very much wrote Elora.
I think I might have said Alora. Did I mention her name beforehand? Did you guys hear an Alora? Sorry,
because he said this is her mother. Okay.
Alara. Apologies.
Oh.
So Alora, but with a New York accent.
I guess, yeah.
Alara. Go tell Alara.
Thank you.
Oh, I gave some information away on that, but you're welcome.
Oh.
Whoop.
Too late. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, you can continue to actually ask about that because you guys have pressed pretty much everything you could know.
Yeah.
I would say if you wanted to know more about Eliane's connection to the Den Mother, they wouldn't really know too much. But they will say they were often seen together.
I think that's the only piece that we're missing is the connection between them.
Mm-hmm.
But
you've seen where the House of Nobles is.
I guess our next step is maybe trying to meet this Den Mother, if they'll even let us.
It's worth a try.
So we'll say, for the sake of brevity, that you guys all meet up right outside the Pilgrim's Market.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Yeah, maybe we're all heading back to the inn and we're like, oh, you're right here.
Yeah. So you see. I think you see Tishy and Bixeldan just appear out of the corner of an alley.
Tishy, and why is your fur smoking?
Oh, I got a new tattoo. Tishy will hold up.
Ah.
You gotta pat it out a little bit.
It's right. Hold on. Let me get the hair out of the way. It's right here. I know it's a little bloody right now, but it'll probably come down here a little bit. But yeah, otherwise perfect. I thought, now y'all can shoot me down if you want. I thought we could all get one eventually because we're all part of this now. Maybe not. I know Aaron and Bixel, I know some of the newer people might not want it, but I just figured that most of us would maybe No pressure though, Anthony. If you don't want to get one, I just thought that maybe you'd like to get one.
Oh,
I think Aaron and Fezwig and Ariane, I think it's definitely something that they could consider, and we can all talk about later. As Grian's holding like a violin and
Definitely.
15 pounds of meat, like just imagine a Thanksgiving turkey under one arm and like a violin in the other.
I got new earrings.
Oh, I got this violin. I think if we really had something to carry all this in, I think that'd be great. Maybe we could find something a little bit later.
This is where you hear as you guys are exit, bags.
Oh, I was gonna be like if anyone saw a bag person earlier.
There's bags. So should I just go buy a bag? I'll buy a bag. Here.
Bags.
Maybe if
I'll
you
go
could
over there.
find one that
Find a
like
nice
extends
one.
down a little bit or something that gives us a little bit of room.
Excuse me, bag person.
Bags. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I buy one of your wonderful bags? Do you have a bag for me? Can I have a bag?
Well, what are you carrying? What do you need?
I think
This emotional baggage.
I think what I'm carrying is between me and mine.
Sure. Do you need a bigger bag, smaller bag? Do you need to be high up on your chest? Do you need to be hidden away? Do you need to be carrying something large, something small, something valuable, something valuable?
Large capacity. I'll peek around him.
I think kind of like
something maybe of the good stuff.
Oh, definitely the good stuff. Definitely.
Where you from?
Dime bag.
I'm sorry.
Where you from?
I'm from wherever you want me to be, pal. This is fun.
I haven't seen you around here before. First up, so this guy looks fucking nuts. Darker skin that offsets to the white hair that is like poofing out in random areas around this hat that you now recognize as just a bag he has on his head. He has glasses that he repeatedly takes on and off, as if it's like a nervous tick sort of thing. And you see he has probably 3 bags like under each shoulder, and very like skinny, very wiry human.
If they have like a bag of holding, definitely go for it.
I mean, I want that good bag. You know what I'm talking about? That good bag.
Yes, we're discussing the good bag. How do I know you're cool?
Oh man, I'm like,
show me a tattoo.
Like, you see this right here? This new tattoo?
Mm-hmm.
This makes me yeah. Oh, hold on, let me move that. Hold on, let me see the hair. Hold on, let me push the hair to this. You see the hair? Don't mind don't mind the blood. It's really fresh. Okay. I got it 12 minutes ago.
Yep.
But I'm cool as hell, man. Like, I'm cooler than an ice cube on a cold day.
Cool. I mean, are you cool?
Oh, I'm cool, man. Like, hey, I ain't no fucking narc, man. Like, I'm here.
That hair of yours is not fuzzy at all, is it?
Oh no, man, my hair not fuzzy at all. You know what I'm saying? My hair, cool as shit, man. Like, hey, and you know what? I'd have to tell you if my hair was fuzzy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you have to say if you have fuzzy hair.
That's the thing. If you got fuzzy hair, you have to say it. Yeah, it's the law, and I'm definitely not of the law. Like, I'm very cool.
Cool. Is there anyone with Tishin at this moment?
I think Aaron was with
I
him.
am.
Looks over at Aaron. What about our friend here?
Oh, my friend, Aaron, Ariana, tell him how cool you are.
I think
I don't know my non-fuzzy friend.
Ariana's cool as a blizzard and an ice cube skating across the pond. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ariana's cool as nose of a dog. She's just cool as hell.
They might be too cool, so cool that they might need a big fuzzy jacket.
No fuzzy jacket here, friend. There
No
ain't no
fuzzy jackets?
fuzz. No fuzzy jackets, no jackets, just straight cool.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
I've completely lost track of what's happening in this conversation.
So confused.
Yeah.
Just staring dumbfounded.
Love it. I will say,
Persuasion check.
Yeah. If you guys need me to say it, fuzz as in the cops.
Yeah.
Which is funny, like
That's
I said, we've all just smell like bacon right now too.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, some of us do.
That was another way he could have gone. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. 16.
Cool. 16. Oh god. Oh, he's pretty suspicious, man. Okay. Yeah, he goes, all right. I like you.
Yeah, I like you too.
I don't know about them.
Oh, I'll vouch for him all day long. Yeah, we got this. Hey, me and you, it's right here. This is real.
I think they might have a little fuzz.
Oh no, they ain't got no. No, I ain't got no.
That's what I think. Oh, hold on one sec. Hold on. Bags. Okay. So, okay. So I'll deal with you. They need to wait outside.
Oh, all right.
Like further.
Let me
outside.
go. Okay, like
I'll wait outside. Do you need any money or anything to help with this? Like,
Definitely money.
I'm willing to pitch in on a bag.
How much is this going? How much?
Well, don't tell me you're pitching in on a bag if I obviously think that you're fuzzy. Come on.
This is the best NPC ever, by the way.
No, it'll.
Sir, I have never grown a beard in my life.
Prove it.
Turn us in.
Steal something right now. Go ahead, go steal something. I'm watching.
I just walk out. I just walk out.
Love it. For the record, you're not in anything. When he said outside, you are outside. Like,
so I just take 2 steps away and turn around the other way.
Walking out of the conversation.
Awesome. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, I need you to come with me. And he, you see him as he goes. Hold on, one second.
Yeah.
Bag. You see him kind of like just kind of bend down, and you see him take off a sock as he has this white sock on, and you see him put one black sock on. Right. Okay, we're ready. Meet me over there.
Okay.
In 20 seconds.
All right.
How fast can you run?
Very fast.
Great. 15 seconds.
All right.
You see him where he pointed was the alley that you both just came from. And he you look over there, turn, he's gone.
Okay.
13.
I walked out.
13.
Misty step.
Oh, Misty Step. Hold on. Do I need to Misty Step to find him?
You don't need to Misty Step. No, I'm just.
All right. I'll just run. I'll run down there to find him.
Okay, cool. You got it. You see, as you go down the alleyway, go give me a perception check.
Oh god, this is intense. Okay, shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's gonna be a 13.
13? Awesome, cool. Out of the 13, you look around, you see there is there's what looks to be a couple of crates, but one of which you can see flies are kind of coming from the end of it, and you notice with the 13 that it seems to be the cover seems to be moved slightly, kind of catty corner instead of directly where it's supposed to be on there.
I go over and I take.
As soon as you walk up to it, poof. All right. You get the money?
Yeah, I got the money. You got the good?
Yeah, one second. Can you help me? I gotta get out of this thing.
Yeah, here. Yep.
Cool.
All right, cool.
That was a test. Because if you were fuzzy, you wouldn't have helped me out of the stinky crate. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on 1 second. I gotta get it out of my sock. And you see him take off this black sock and then put his hand into it, and then pulls out. I'm gonna say it's your guy's bag of holding. So you tell me what you want it to look like.
Oh man! All right. Am I deciding this, or does somebody else want to decide this?
You guys can decide that. If you could do it quickly, go ahead and have everybody decide what you want in that what you want that bag to look like.
Why don't we all take a separate part of it? So like I'll take the strap, and then like we can just all describe one part of it.
Sure.
Can we do that? All right.
It's
take.
blue.
All right. It's blue.
Is it like are we saying like it's a traditional, just like I think of like bag of dice kind of bag of holding thing, or are we saying it's like it could be any
I'd
kind
say
of bag
it's
we
more
want?
like I imagine it. Well, it's up to you guys. It can be whatever you want. I imagine it looking more like a messenger bag.
Yeah, like a satchel, sort of like yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a blue satchel. I'm imagining it with like a woven. Asking for the sock.
Just asking for the sock.
Oh god.
Oh god.
But I'm imagining
you guys aren't ready for the sock. I'm going to tell you.
Oh, we'll see. No, I'm imagining like a braided leather strap that goes across the body.
Okay, cool. I love that. This blue, is it like a denim blue?
I feel like it's like a dark blue leather.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Give me more.
But it's lined on the inside with fleece like a sock.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Like a fuzzy sock on the
Yeah.
inside. Love it.
Like
It's got some like nice rivets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Love it. Awesome,
Full on
guys.
Kingdom Hearts buckles, like little.
Yes.
Like it was
Buckles
bedazzled.
Oh, God. This is the ugliest bag of holding, and it's awesome.
So it's a
leather
dark
blue bag with
Yeah.
braided leather straps and deep rivets. In
tassels.
the
Has tassels. Has the
and
little
has
tassels.
Yeah. In random places, right? Like
Yeah. Not where they
yeah,
should be.
Not where they should be. Awesome.
I feel like it's just as crazy as this guy is, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Carry the one. 20 gold. 20 gold is yours.
You say 20 gold?
I said 25.
10 gold.
22.
10.
27.
Uh-oh.
10 gold. And I'll owe you a favor.
What is this? The fucking Feywild? I don't want a favor from you. 26. 26.
I mean, this might be the Fey Wild. Depends on how wild we want to get, because we're being really cool. 11.
Oh. 20. The final offer.
Just take it.
Fine. I'll do 20.
Do you have the money?
I do. That's like a third. That's a third of my money right there. Like,
I mean,
we could chip in. It's okay.
Chris, help me out here. That's an extremely cheap bag of holding.
That's an
it's
extraordinarily
super
cheap bag of holding.
Yeah.
okay. I don't know how much a bag of holding costs, so that's good for me.
A lot. That costs a lot.
A lot.
All right. Here's 20 gold, and hold on. You give me the bag in one hand, and yeah. All right.
Okay. I need to check on all of these. Continue.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You can talk to him. He's just continue to do it.
That's awesome. What is your name, by the way?
Why do you want me to know my name?
Because I might need more bags in the future, and it's good to know I have a connection.
You can call me the Bagman.
Oh hell no!
All right, that's all right, Bagman. Can I call you BM for short?
Sure. Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
BM, I think I'm gonna be like sending you a lot of messages in the future. Because you're now one of my favorite people.
We'll see if I can receive them. You never know where I'm at. So, okay, all right, great. You have the bag. Shoot.
All right.
And go tell your friend. Pick another profession.
All right. Sure. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
the fine side, the leather side, the hairy side,
Yeah.
better than the fuzzy side.
Better to be hairy than fuzzy. Yeah. No. 100%. Gotcha. All right. I'll go let them know. I'll go right to them.
Can you hold my hand for? I just need to get back.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
You see him get into the crate and then just maneuvers it over.
All right. Titian walks immediately up to Ariana or Aaron and goes, That was a shit ton of work. I've never been so tired in my life.
I am so sorry. Is there anything that you need?
No. I think I just got this bag now. I think this is the good bag. So he gave it to me, and I think, hey, shit. What are you going by? Troubadour? No, shit. What's your name? Elric. Do you want me to put like that meat in the bag?
Yeah, you got the bag. Perfect.
Yeah, I got the bag. Here.
Were you handing the bag to Aaron?
No, but I was just like showing it to him. Why?
Yeah, I'll use this as an opportunity. You see the flap open slightly, and you see the bagman come out and just go, remember, don't give it to them.
Oh wow. Oh god, that's amazing. All right.
If anyone knows, like viewers at home, if anyone knows like what the like true D&D version of the bagman is, I'm aware.
It's horrifying.
It's horrifying. This is the homebrew version of the bagman.
This is amazing.
I don't know. I don't know what this is. Y'all have to explain it to me later. But I am excited for it.
Look it up. It's terrifying.
I'll send it.
Okay.
Yeah. I was waiting for Chris to be. I was waiting for Chris, who's like knows all the rules, to be like Chris. Be like, well, wait a minute, wait.
Encyclopedia.
If his sock is a bag of holding, and he just pulled a bag of holding out of it,
bag of holding in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't think, because I was thinking I can make a bag of holding and we can make the explosion.
Right. Yeah.
Oh boy.
So I'll just tell you, you can do that if you're the bagman.
So basically, we just met
looking,
Dawn.
I'm looking at a picture who must have just seen what the bagman's supposed to look like. That's not.
I literally saw like a creepypasta about it today.
Yeah.
Today.
Anyway,
all right.
Sorry. That was such a long thing going. Sorry.
That was amazing.
That was awesome.
I don't know how we're gonna recover from this. Okay. Yeah, if we could just put all this meat in that bag, that'd be great.
Sure. Yeah. Hi. Just go ahead and throw it in there. Careful of the denim. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and my jaw is gonna drop once I realize what that is.
Love it.
It's like, you got a satchel of extra dimensional space. That is amazing.
Yeah, it's a pretty good bag. I was told it's the best by my good friend BM.
I hate that.
I'm so sad with how low I rolled in being okay with you calling him that. So sad.
Great. I'm just gonna
dice.
Oh my god! Right? I'm just gonna shake my head and be like, can't we just message Adim and just find out where he is? I just thought about that.
Yeah, we
I think at least two of us could do that right off the bat.
Yeah, we have we can just message him anytime. I just figured he'd want some alone time. You know.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna relay everything that I heard to them. I would assume that everyone do the same.
Yeah, if you guys want to say that you if you guys want to say that you just exchange all the information that you have.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to message Albar?
You want to message him?
Grant.
Yeah.
I mean, depends on where he is. I guess I can try, but I figure, Grant, you've got the long distance call.
Yeah, I can send him a quick message. Where we first off, where are we going next though? Because if I'm gonna send him a message, I'm gonna let him know where we're going, so he can meet us up there.
I think we should look at that house, right? That you all were talking about, Noble House or something like that, right?
Yes. I'd like to try to talk to this den mother, if we can.
So the den mother is, from what you guys know, the den mother. Oh, I guess I can pull McCall away. Hold on. So the den mother is south, not across the river. The house is on the other side of town. So you guys can split up and handle both if you wanted to.
So the den mother isn't being kept in the basement of the noble house?
That's what I thought.
The den mother is. The noble house is south.
Oh.
Hold on one second. I'll pull up the map here. Oh, that's weird. Why didn't that work? Oh, that's why. There we go. So the den mother is in the House of Knowles, which is the white building to the south there. You guys are right where, if you can look at the little red speck kind of in the center of town, that's where you guys are at. And then Elian's house is the other thatched roof area across the river and up north.
I figured we'd go to the noble house.
Chris, you're muted.
I said Evan just mid-journeyed our bag.
Noise.
Oh, that's not bad.
Well,
Perfectly
It's things, but it's pretty dang cool.
So ugly.
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah, I mean, I think that we should go to the noble house, right? That's where we want to go.
Agreed.
So you guys,
Yes.
So someone said Elian's house, someone said the noble house, right? If you go to Elian's house, you are passing the graveyard, so you would see, the whole scene that we're talking about. So you can do that, or you can go straight to the den mother. It's your choice, or you can split up the party, whatever you guys want to do.
I wanted to go talk to the den mother, so whatever is involved in that, I'm pretty sure that's the noble house.
Yep, that's the noble house. So you're just going south.
Yeah,
that's where I want
Or
to go.
House of Nobles. Okay.
Are we splitting or are we going together?
I think together.
probably. Okay.
Tishin, Chris. Sorry, Tishin, Bixby.
I'm sorry, Bixby's biggest problem, he's super time conscious right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to start getting a little nervous. He's not saying anything, but he's just pacing.
I thought you just recast it.
Well, I know, but how long has it been since then now?
Oh, I would say it's only been 2 minutes since then.
Oh, okay, then it's a little
because
okay.
You guys saw each other. Yeah, you guys saw Tishian and Bixby coming out of the So
right. You're right. Okay. Never mind. I'm still probably nervous just because it's still a variable he can't control.
Of course.
But...
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Go ahead.
No, go for it.
No, I didn't have anything. I didn't have anything to say. I'm just I'm going to do what other people are. If somebody's going to split, I'll go with the splitter just so that size
Yeah.
stay similar.
Yeah, I don't see Tish. And I think Tishian's interested in the dead mother, so I think that's where he's
so I'll
going to
stay
go.
with everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So as you guys will kind of speed that along, going south, so you're ending up where you see a slightly like it's kind of weird in a lot of ways. Titian, it almost looks like a miniature version of House Mall in a way that it's just one building, but there's a wall that's being constructed around it. What's really funny is that as you approach, as all of you approach, Ianthe, you hear a "Ah, hey!" as you look and see a band of dwarves that some probably look a little familiar as they're on their lunch break from constructing the wall around the House of Nobles.
Well, good afternoon, my friends. Look at you all respectable. Mm-hmm.
I'll translate if I can, if I have to.
Do you speak Dwarven?
Yes, I do.
Or Dwarvish? Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah, so,
I'm pretty sure I
we're
don't.
working. We're this is our job. We're working. What are you guys doing here?
We're just out for a walk, exploring the city. We just arrived to town yesterday, so just looking around. Is there any particular sights we should see while we're here?
This is full in translation. The dwarves say, well, if you wanted to look in here, you probably wouldn't be allowed to, but we could probably sneak you through.
I mean,
I don't know
I
how
do have a
interesting
little
it
bit of trouble.
is what they would say. Yeah.
This is outside the House of Nobles, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, so you see them like all kind of positioned on one bench or like surrounding a bench, like and eating. But yeah. They look like, I mean, I would say like if you talk to them long enough, they'll explain like we constructed this entire building.
Oh. Would you know? I heard there's a jail underneath that might be haunted. Do you know how to get there?
Yeah, which translates to better not be. We just built it. We just finished building it a week ago.
Oh. Someone said it was haunted in the city earlier today, and I love a ghost story.
Translates to there's an old woman in there.
Great. I mean, I'd love a tour if you're not doing anything now.
They'll tell you we'll get you in and can get you out. There's not much of a
That'll
tour
work.
to be had. Cool.
That'll work. I'll figure it out myself. Done.
You go. Sweet. So with their help, go ahead and give me. I'm going to say I want a group stealth check with advantage. Yeah, everybody has advantage.
Yay. My drinking buddies.
Everybody that wants to be going into the House of Nobles.
Got a 19.
19.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, purple die. Oh, you failed me.
A 16.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
And
Okay.
when I'll see anything, go, don't step there, and Flash Genius and add 5.
Okay.
16.
Awesome. So with all of that, you're able to kind of sneak through this little area that you can see. There's some fresh grout that I think Ianthe you do happen to get like a little bit in your hair. With that, as you're able to kind of quickly, sort of push it out of your hair, and we'll say Bixby kind of helps you out with that. But you hear the sound of footsteps just above, as you can hear that you are underneath the actual. You're underneath the house itself. So as you're crawling in, you can hear can hear everything kind of get into a sort of sense of the sound of the town kind of goes away. Oh, jeez, that's loud. Sorry, gang. You guys hearing that?
No, I'm not hearing anything.
Yep.
No.
While he fixes that, we message Adim, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're going to the house. Yeah.
Yeah, we can say I messaged Adim. Hey, Adim, love you. We're heading to the house. Miss you. Whatever we want to do.
Cool.
Meet us at the house.
The Noble People house.
Mm.
Yeah.
Should be in... Okay, let's try this again. You guys hear that?
No.
Mm-mm.
I can't hear that either, which is weird. All right, so I'll just put it in music. Now you guys should hear him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know if that gets too loud or whatever. Cool. So as you guys are moving underneath, you can see a bunch of like pickaxes and things here. I'd say you also notice there's like there's like a bunch of like pipes, like essentially just like we'll say herb paraphernalia under here, as you get the idea. This is like where they hang out and just relax.
Old Toby.
Yeah. Old Toby. Exactly. But they continue to kind of push you forward, and then you get to a little sort of crevice that has been built up as like the final sort of space for them to kind of like essentially like spackle shut. And here's where things get a little tricky. So for the dwarves, they can get through no problem. But I'm going to say that most of you cannot. Titian for sure cannot. Grian might be able to. Vixeldan definitely can. Ianthe can. And Aaron, I would say with your armor, probably not.
Oh.
So the dwarves just kind of point.
I guess some of us are staying behind.
I'll try and roll my way through.
Okay, cool. Oh, what is your armor? Is it medium armor?
It's breastplate, so probably heavy.
Yeah, you'd have to take it off.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, so you're in my boat.
I guess could I take it and like hold it in front of me, or do I like take it and leave it at the door kind of deal?
You could put it in the bag.
The armor itself doesn't fit through, but yeah, you could bag it holding it if you wanted to. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Cool. You got it.
It isn't.
I'm going to say this actually. By the way, please roll me a D100.
So who is holding the bag of holding then? Is Tishy still holding it?
Yeah, I assume so. If that's
okay. I'm cool with that.
Am I gonna lose my armor? 42.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So Ianthe, Grian, and Bixby are going through.
I mean, does Aaron want to go?
That's a question.
My armor wouldn't fit, so I would stay out.
Okay.
And I would send my raven through to keep an eye on them.
Perfect. Love it. Awesome. Anyone else lose Ianthe right now?
Yeah.
She just
Yeah.
sent a message.
Okay.
She says she opted out because her sound wasn't working.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, cool. Hopefully she's able to get back in. So yeah, so you guys kind of just maneuver through the crevice here on this. I won't make you roll for that because just getting stuck just means you're going to keep going. And you manage to get out into the very well-made jail cell. You notice everything is clean, very, very neat. You notice that there is a stone table that has been built up from the almost looking like it was from the ground. So it looks like it's kind of embedded into the stone of the wall and the floor. The bars themselves that are directly across from you, you can see that there's basically 7 cells here, all of which look to be able to hold say maybe 3 people comfortably. Looking down, looking into each room, you can see that there's no one there, except that you see that there is a hunched figure at the very end of the hall.
Are we in the jail cell, or are we in the jail cell area?
You're in the jail cell area.
Okay.
There's several jail cells at the end of the hall that you're at.
Okay, cool.
Is the den mother. What you assume to be the den mother.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm pulling teeth here. Where are you going? No, you gotta speak.
In my head, you were like, okay, you're in the jail, and I was like, oh god, we wound up in the jail
you're
cell.
In the jail,
but yeah, we're in the jail area. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna walk
Chelsea,
forward
and
okay approach.
Now? Yeah, I don't know what happened. My sound freaked out, but we're good now.
I was gonna walk forward and approach the den mother.
Cool.
But at a safe distance.
What's a safe distance?
Where I can speak loud enough for her to hear me.
What is that distance? You got to tell me specifically. This is D&D. You got to tell me.
As D&D is 30
40.
feet, okay? 40 feet? Cool.
40 feet? Sure.
Cool.
Absolutely. So 40 feet, you're kind of in a space where you're kind of in between the bars. You're kind of in the middle of the cell right before her, but looking at the corner, seeing her. So from your perspective right now, she's not really facing you. It looks like she's actually she's facing the far wall. So the only wall that's actually she's kind of on the back corner here. So she's facing the far wall away from you. Do the rest of you follow?
Yeah, I hide behind Grian.
Okay.
I think
actually, sorry. Yeah. Bixeldan, you feel your detect magic. Your disguise self break as soon as you enter.
Oh no!
And my time wasn't up.
No, your time was not up.
Uh oh. No.
Did mine burn me?
Real nervous.
Your find familiar. That's a tricky question. Roll me a d20.
A 15.
15? Okay. With a 15, that is just enough that your bird currently is here.
All right, he's plopped on Grian's shoulder.
Hello there. Udris, right? This time? Say the name?
Udris, yes.
Yeah, okay. I don't know how to spell it, so I literally wrote Udris, and I just was making sure. Okay. Are you Udris, the den mother?
As you see this crouched figure, that now that you're kind of pausing where you are, you can see that she looked like she was possibly just drawing something on the wall. You can see, at first it looked like maybe it was like a black quill or something like that, but now you can see it's just a single fingernail. She's running along the wall. I'd like you to roll me a perception check as we're going to continue talking about this scene.
14.
14. You see the the markings on the wall behind her, where she is currently marking, they look like they're tally marks. The figure itself doesn't turn all the way around. You see just the neck kind of turn over the shoulder, and you can see a nose that looks to be hooked down slightly. You can see. Sorry, is that better? Cool.
Yeah.
So you see the nose kind of hooked down slightly. You can actually see. You can't really see her face, but you can see the bushiness of her eyebrows actually pushes out far enough that you can notice that.
Is she a human?
You can't tell, not from
Can't
your
tell.
distance.
Okay,
All you can see is like it's like a hood, and you can see a nose and bushy eyebrows. That's it.
Let me rephrase the question. How big is she? Like medium size, small?
Yeah, medium size.
Okay, thank you.
You see as she's turned over the shoulder, takes a hand, just kind of moves it back to. Who calls for me?
We're friends of Eliane. We're looking for her, and I hoped you might have an idea of where she's gone.
She has moved on to make her own path. She's beginning to transform. You see her put her hand on the wall and smear it down. And as you see it smear, you can see that there must have been some sort of like black substance on her palm. You see it move down.
Oh.
Transform do you mean in the way that her power seems to be growing?
Growing? No. Unfolding, more like. She turns a little bit more so you can see kind of just the like sort of sallow cheek, a million wrinkles just in that one cheek. She's turned a little bit so that she can actually kind of look a little bit at Grian, and Aaron, as you're viewing from your raven, disappears.
Uh-oh.
Does it look like she's making this happen?
Hard to tell.
Like, can I Arcana, like, tell if she's
absolutely.
making the magic go weird? Got it. I'm not going to waste any. 14.
14. With a 14, you tell me how your how does Pixeldan normally get the idea of the presence of magic?
Well, I'm thinking more of gestures, words, motions of someone casting something or something using.
Do you think that's always how you view it? You always look at it from that perspective, or is there a sense that Pixeldan gets sometimes?
See, Bix is like the opposite of Alistair in this way. He's more mechanically inclined.
Right. I think I get what you're saying. What I'm asking is there any sort of sense that becomes deeper on that? So I would say really it's like a yes or no.
It would be no. It would be no.
Okay, you got it. Yeah, you cannot tell.
Okay, that's fair.
You don't hear her talking. She seems to be waiting for you guys.
Do you need something to eat? Are they feeding you down here?
You see her. Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion is 17.
17. Okay. You see her turn now to fully face you, as she has to show her other hand, as it is the skin and the muscle has been ripped, leaving only the bone. As she says, I have found ways to get by. And with that, we're going to end
Griften
the
will.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
We'll
I'm
see you
going
guys
back.
next
I'm going
week.
back.
I don't like it.
Bye.